Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix.
Thursday afternoon. Hello, everybody.
He's Bob Uecker, ladies and gentlemen.
Howdy. Yeah.
Jimbo Uecker.
Howdy.
Can we hear that one more time?
Yeah.
No, not that. I want to. Howdy. Not that one either. I want to hear the call that we're going back to the LCS.
Oh, my goodness.
Is on the outside corner. It's strike three called. Ball game over, and the Astros defeat the Twins 3-2. Houston advances to the American League Championship Series with a date with the Texas Rangers.
A date with the Texas Rangers. We get our all-Texas LCS. Man, I was standing in my living room last night. I could not sit down the entire ninth inning. I was not at all comfortable with that 3-2 lead.
No, and you shouldn't have been. I mean, that was a great game last night. I watched that. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm thrilled with the way this has come out. Texas now has been they'll have a week off by the time they get in.
It starts on what, Sunday?
Sunday,
which is dumb. Sunday and Monday, like Major League Baseball with a couple of middle fingers to especially. I mean, the Cowboys are on Monday Night Football. Did you think Major League Baseball you were going to do a dent in the ratings against the Cowboys?
They're
game?
not
Dumb.
They're not.
You got all day Saturday.
Although
you got all day Sunday. What? Although,
well,
what?
I mean, you'll switch back and forth. Cowboys go to a commercial. Guess where you're going?
Well, you know what? You know what's going to happen is that will happen. There'll be a commercial. I'll switch over, and they'll be in a commercial.
Exactly.
You want to know what is so frustrating is now that I've got that YouTube thingamajigger for the NFL, and you got 4 games at once.
Yeah.
How many times all 4 games are in a commercial at the same time?
Now, you've got 2 TVs in your living room.
Yes, and
you'll have one on baseball.
Well, there will be one on baseball.
Well, what are you crying about?
Focus, man. Focus. Focus. Focus.
Focus.
And the second TV.
I'm not focusing. What is it? Focus.
I want to focus on one.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I don't want, Alvarez hits a home run and I'm celebrating and I miss a Dak Prescott touchdown pass. Although,
well, that's not happening.
Well, that's
so
true.
You'll be
I mean, because
fine.
this offense has just been so. But I mean, that's it. What if I actually miss it when it does happen?
Wow.
I mean, the
that would be a
Chupacabra
travesty.
just walked by and I missed it because Alvarez hit a home run.
Damn. Rich people problems. That's it. That's all that is.
That's where you got to be at like the Roo Pub on Monday, where you've got 2 massive televisions in front of you.
Now, see, how is the Roo Pub going to handle that? Because they got the 3 massive screens. Are they going to put like Astros, Rangers in the middle, Cowboys and Chargers on the 2 sides? How are they going to do that? Now, that's a legit question, Chip.
It really is. I would like to think it's going to be 2-2-1, right? Cowboys will have the sound because we know that the Cowboys drive the bus.
Of course.
I mean, there could be a lot of things going on in this world, and if the Cowboys are playing, none of the other stuff matters.
No,
and that includes the Astros and Rangers in the American League Championship Series.
Well, and plus it's only game 1, so I mean, it's not like it's a game 7.
Technically, it'd be game 2. Because the game 1 is on Monday and game 2 is on, or game 1 is on Sunday. Game 2 is on Monday when the Cowboys are playing.
Okay, well, game 2.
Yeah,
it's only game 2. All right, it's a 7-game. So it's not like it's game 7.
2.
So you're fine.
I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine too.
I'll be fine. It's so weird because it's like, yeah, you want to get somewhere, watch the game, like at the Roo with the everything going on. But that's also where maybe I want to be at home alone, tell my wife, man, go to the mall, go to HEB, go for a walk, go do something. I just need to be alone right now because
on a Monday night.
What do you mean?
Your wife's going to go to the mall on a Monday night?
No, but
she's not.
I mean, I
mean, why the hell would she go to HEB?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, there's certain are there some sporting nights where I don't want to be bothered by anybody. Put the phone down, Yeah, even if you're just on the couch playing Candy Crush, I don't give a damn because the things that might be coming out of my mouth, right? Although I heard a lot of things coming out of Verlander's mouth right now. Apparently that's just allowed on television.
Of course it is. I mean, when you're celebrating, you've got to know that's possibly going to happen. Verlander with a lot of F-bombs.
All right. Boys, this is one of those seasons, nothing went way early. We battled through injuries. Yeah. We grinded. I wasn't even here. I'm happy to be back. Yeah. The seventh time. All right. Don't take that for granted. On 7. Everybody pop these balls. 2, 3.
Were there 8 bleeps? 8 while celebrating the 7th straight trip?
Why is Verlander talking anyway?
He's Justin Verlander.
He wasn't there half the season.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
He's still the guy. When he gets to the mound, it's it. I mean, you heard them talking about it last night in the broadcast. When you've got a guy like that, it affects 3 games. The game before, the game he's pitching, and the game after because of how you plan on using your bullpen.
Guy's 85 years old.
And Dusty Baker said, Justin, you do this one, I'll do the next one. We're going to the World Series. I mean, completely overlooking the Texas Rangers.
Whoa, don't do that.
Hey, Justin, you do this because I got the next one.
By the way, I think we talked about this. If the Astros didn't blow it against the Twinkies, we'd have a little something going there. Are we or not?
Like a beer bet?
Well, of course.
Of course. Anytime you're willing to make a bet, I know I'm going to win.
Well,
I mean, there are people out there that listen all the time. They tweet us on the weekends. Who did Joe pick? Because I'm going the opposite so I can win.
So all you Ranger fans, are you going to be mad at me if I pick the Rangers to win this series?
Greeny owns the kiss of death.
Uh-huh.
You're a close second. I mean, you really are. I mean, if you want Joe Ryan Eagles Greeny KOD, and here's the thing, and I'm honestly torn. I like the Rangers. I would like to see them win. I would love to see them win a World Series. Just not this year.
Sure.
Not against my Stros.
Uh-huh. Your Stros.
My Stros.
Okay. Yeah, you even got the shirt on today.
I almost wore a Rangers hat today because I really am. I mean, growing up, I liked both teams. Growing up, the Rangers were my American League team. The Astros my NL team. My grandpa was a Rangers fan. He lived in Oklahoma. When we'd go up there, we'd go to the old stadium and sweat like mad, but be at a game. Go to Houston, go to the park, go to a game at the Astrodome. But I'm more of an NL guy. When the Astros changed, I didn't really have to worry about it because neither of these teams have ever been good at the same time before. I've never really had to choose. It's like picking your favorite child. You've got 5. You've told me it's kind of easy to pick a favorite child. And in this case, I am. It's Houston.
Did I say that out loud?
Well, it depends on which one might be listening right now.
Exactly right. Which is probably none of them, so I'm safe. So it's okay. Look, I'm taking the Rangers. I'm sorry, Ranger fans. I like the Rangers. The Astros, I'm not an Astro fan. Don't like them.
That's your Cardinal showing.
And it always comes out
your
because
Cardinals
it was a big rivalry between the Cardinals.
Don't show off that little red bird of yours.
Which, by the way, probably isn't really a rivalry because I think the other team has to win occasionally. The Cardinals kind of own the Astros. So go Rangers.
It's been a while since Albert Pujols hit that.
And it's still going.
It's still flying. And Brad Lidge is still looking for it.
Go Rangers. I'm a Ranger fan. Yes, it's a beer bet pledge. I got the Texas Rangers to win this series.
What's the current tally on the beer bets? I've lost track.
We haven't had one in a while.
Well, it's because you quit. I mean, it's
I didn't quit.
It's like any smart gambler. You know what? I think I need a break from this for a while.
Dude, who said I was a smart gambler? I don't
Nobody.
know. I don't know when to hold them or when to fold them, okay?
Well, we're 1 away from Jason winning another 6-pack at 6-2.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay.
6-2. I thought it was going.
Or 5-2. 5-2. Sorry.
So I'm up 5-2.
Yeah, the first 1 to 6 wins the beer.
Oh, okay.
See, but y'all are counting these stupid Taylor Swift bets and this dumb
You
whatever.
made it.
I mean, it's
you are the biggest. Well, want to bet?
You guys.
And then there was a stupid bet. Only because you lost.
You see what happens, YouTubers? Pledge and Minix bully me. That's what happens.
Yes, we bully you.
They bully me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hunter Hitch on YouTube says Joe just guaranteed an Astros victory.
We'll see.
If
y'all
you're watching
laugh
on YouTube, you can always comment there. Make sure you subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. I don't know what we're going to give away, but we want you to subscribe. So once you subscribe, let us know that you have subscribed, and we're going to find some sort of prize to give you. We'll do that.
We are? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that.
How are we going to know, though?
Well,
are they going to tell us?
Well, they're going to tell us, but, there's ways that we know these things. Now, I don't know those ways, but somebody is going to be able to go and check if somebody claims that they have subscribed, that they've actually subscribed.
Don't tell them, but it's kind of all the nerds back there in the computer room.
Well, I think everybody knows it's the nerds in the computer room that are counting that kind of stuff.
Okay.
They know it isn't us.
They're very nice nerds, by the way.
They're wonderful, wonderful nerds. But yes, so subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. There could be a prize. Well, there will be a prize for somebody. It could be you, but you got to let us know that you subscribed.
What about all the fine folks that have already subscribed?
Let us know that you've subscribed.
Okay.
But if you're a new subscriber, let us know that too.
Okay.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know either.
I mean, but that's what the what you call them? Nerds? Yeah, that's their job to figure out. See, Leo just subscribed.
Way to go, Leo.
Yeah, Leo is so new, he doesn't even have a profile picture. It's just a gray L.
Dude, I don't have a profile picture. Do you?
Well, of course I do.
You took the time to go in there and do a profile picture. I don't even know how to do that.
I think because it's the same thing that's a part of my Google picture, I think they just bring that right over.
I just have a J. That's it. I'm going to have to go in during the break and put a picture up. I feel a little left out.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Biomex switching from radio to YouTube, we need you listening on the radio, too.
Absolutely.
You could do both. And if you've got us on a big screen TV somewhere, send us a picture of that as well. You can send that through the Twitter X thingamajigger at Joe Reinigle 210 at Jason Minix. It's pretty basic stuff, really. Like getting an avatar or running an offense. The problem is if you're running the Cowboys offense and you're too basic, you're not going to be very good. That's what the Dallas Cowboys are facing right now. Wait until you hear Mike McCarthy try to explain the identity of the Cowboys offense. It'll make you laugh or throw up.
And
or
you
both.
Can explain it to us when you're done.
Next, here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Monday, it's the Cowboys and Chargers at 6 p.m.
Prescott in the gun, back looking, standing. Hurry up, throw the right flat, caught. Pollard, 25, 20 on the right sideline. Pollard streaks in. Touchdown!
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chunk Law, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Retired construction worker Jesse Munoz had knee pain off the charts.
1 to 10, my pain was like a 10. It was completely unbearable.
Doctors told him he needed both knees replaced, but Jesse found a better idea. QC Kinetics, all natural regenerative medicine treatments, and the results were astonishing.
That was the best decision I could have done because of QC Kinetics. I'm able to continue doing what I've always loved to do.
Jesse's back to living a great pain-free life with 5 kids and 12 grandchildren.
If it hadn't been for QC Kinetics, I would have had to stop with my grandkids 5 years ago. They've given me my life back.
Don't let joint pain rob you of your life with your loved ones. Call QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics gave me the life that I had dreamt of with my kids and my grandkids and then my great-grandkids.
Lasting pain relief with no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318.
Hi, this is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and dedication prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. You need a partner you can count on. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Offices in San Antonio, Austin, and St. Louis. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys online at CordellCordell.com.
Exergen thermometers are the smart choice when selecting a thermometer. With children back at school, keeping them healthy is important. Got a fever? Stay home. To detect fever accurately at home, you need a clinically accurate, fast, and non-invasive thermometer. The Exergen thermometer is backed by over 100 clinical studies. Accuracy matters. Be smart and safe. Measure accurately with Exergen thermometers. Available at Walgreens and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Klein tools are new at Lowe's, pros. Lowe's knows you want top brands and quality products, and Klein Tools delivers. Right now, get the Klein 3-piece ModBox mobile workstation for $319.94 and the Klein 5-piece cushion grip screwdriver set for just $34.97, both exclusively at Lowe's. Shop the largest selection of Klein tools, the highest quality tool brand at Lowe's. Because Lowe's knows tools, Lowe's knows pros.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, you. The one on the couch who just told your friend you can't go out because you're busy? Ready to get real about your psoriasis? When your current treatments don't do enough to help control the inflammation beneath the skin, causing plaques and pain, stressing and scratching, it's time to stop hiding and get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Liberty Mutual presents How to Be the Life of the Party.
Okay, first turn the music off, then ask for everyone's attention. Now, tell them that you customized your home insurance with Liberty Mutual and saved hundreds. Boom! Now everyone knows you're not just a pretty face. You have some brains inside that face that know how to save hundreds on home insurance. Woo!
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Based on recent survey of new customers who switched and saved. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty. If you're hit by a car, truck, or commercial vehicle, you need help with vehicle repairs, car rental, medical care, Davis Law Firm can help get your life back on track. For over 25 years, we have secured important verdicts and settlements for our clients, some in the millions of dollars. I'm Jeff Davis. If you were in a car or truck wreck or hit by a commercial vehicle, call the Fours right now. Call me at 444-4444. You got it. There's only one number to remember, and that's 4. Attorney consultation by appointment only. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio. Davis Law Firm is a proud official partner, personal injury attorney of the San Antonio Spurs.
This Monday, our Cowboys are taking on the Chargers, and we are pre-gaming live from Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar. Come by and hang out during happy hour with the Blitz, starting at 2 p.m. We're going to be covering all things Cowboys, and we have your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets. It's this Monday, starting at 2 p.m. live at Slackers Medical Center location. Happy hour drinks, sports on all screens. Your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets and other freebies. Come join the party. Slackers Medical Center this Monday. Go Cowboys!
It's Thursday Night Football tonight on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Broncos and Chiefs collide tonight at 6:30. Presented by Fly by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. I just got an email from the Texas Rangers. They actually emailed it 4 minutes ago. It's not really a personal email, but they must have heard our first segment. Whoa, wait a minute. You're right. We can't go head-to-head with the Cowboys. That would be dumb.
Absolutely.
So literally 4 minutes ago, got an email from the Texas Rangers. They have announced start times for some of the baseball. Game 1 Sunday at Minute Maid, 7:15 on Fox television. Right? Game 2 Monday, 3:37.
Perfect.
On Fox and FS1 television. And on our great radio station. See, now, I don't know about you, Joe, but we're the home of the Texas Rangers.
We are, yes.
And we're the home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
We also have, ESPN. So we could carry here on 94.1 the Texas Rangers broadcast beginning at 3:37. I'm going to say 3 o'clock. And then roll right into the Cowboys broadcast with Brad Sham. Right. And just have a free day off. And because over on ESPN AM 1250, we could carry the national broadcast of the LCS, and then we'll have Kevin Harlan and the Westwood One Types with the national broadcast of Monday Night Football, and we could end up with a 3-day weekend.
I love the way that sounds. That sounds fantastic.
I mean, I don't know if the sweaty monkey is going to choke on a grape as I say that, but I do think we could probably work our way into having a 3-day weekend here.
Well, we need to start politicking for that, don't we?
Well, I mean, look, 3:30 Monday afternoon baseball.
Yeah. Sounds great.
I mean,
laying around by the pool, listening to little Texas Rangers kick the Astros' ass?
No. Well, sure. However you want to
Sure,
couch it.
exactly.
Whatever it takes. Because I saw Spence earlier.
Yeah.
I was walking by and he's sitting at his desk looking at his computer, and he had a big old plastic bag with grapes in it. And he never looked more miserable eating a snack. I mean, it was just like, all right, I'm doing the right thing. I'm eating grapes instead of a bag of chips.
You think Spence is he like did he go see the doctor or something and said, hey, you got to start eating better?
I mean, we've seen how that guy snacks, and today it was an apple and grape. So I'm going to assume so.
I'm just wondering, the dude lives on pizza. I mean, every time I turn around, he's ordering a pizza.
Well, that or the frozen, what are they, Stouffer's brand lasagnas?
Yeah.
He eats a lot of that crap. I mean, most of his meals come out of a microwave, yet that's a guy that will burn microwave popcorn. But today he was snacking on grapes.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, no, it is good.
And he said they were great. I said, hey, Spence, how are the grapes? He said, oh, they're great.
Oh, he was trying to share them with everybody. Yeah. The sooner these grapes are gone,
the sooner. I didn't get an offer for a grape.
Well, because, I mean, I don't know.
I would have liked to have a nice, delicious grape.
Would you?
I would have.
I mean, you would have eaten grapes from him?
Sure. I love grapes.
I mean, he's been reaching his hand in there, grabbing those grapes.
Well, that's a good point. That's how I gave up my box of cereal, right?
Exactly. Are you sure you really want those grapes?
Never mind. I'll get my own. Thanks, Spence.
All right. So Major League Baseball, a little smarter than we thought. Game 2 is at 3:37.
Is there on Monday. There's probably not a game. I mean, Major League Baseball is smart enough to know not to go head-to-head against Monday Night Football, first of all, and then number 2, go up against the Cowboys.
I mean, they're going game 1 is on Sunday night against Sunday Night Football, right? So, I mean,
who?
My guess is that probably the National League Championship Series is going to be a Monday night game. You know, it depends on if the Phillies can finish off the Braves tonight and when that series actually gets underway.
Huh.
But at least, because it really is all about us, we don't have to choose or deflect attention between the Cowboys and the Rangers Astros.
You know, that would have been a problem, actually. It really would have been. So I'm just trying to see here. So Sunday Night Football is what I'm looking for.
What are you looking for, the schedule?
Yeah, who's playing?
On Sunday night?
Who's playing on Sunday night? Buffalo and New York.
The Jets?
Yeah, no, the Giants.
Oh, good Lord.
Even worse.
Well, make sure you get your picks in because you got a thriller on Thursday Night Football. Taylor Swift and her boyfriend's team against Denver Broncos. So you got Sierra against Taylor Swift.
You know, you think that game's going to be a dog tonight. Just wait. It's not going to be. It's the National Football League. And just when you think you got it figured out, you don't.
Just, well, I mean, get your picks in. SASportsStar.com. The A-Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge. Even if you haven't been playing all season, you might be out of the running for the grand prize of $1,000 from A-Awesome Tickets. But there's weekly winners. Get a $50 gift card to 5 Oaks Ace Hardware over there on 1,000 Oaks. Last week, I was awful. I only got 5 right last week.
Well, I didn't get any right. I was kind of like the Cowboys. I didn't get in the red zone, so I had no red zone field goals. I didn't pick last week. I was 0 for 0 is what I was trying to say. I didn't explain that correctly, but you know what I'm talking about.
So you went 0 for, but you didn't go 0 because you picked. You were on a beach and had too much tequila and didn't even think about logging in.
That is correct. Yes.
And that happens.
It does.
I mean, takes you out of the season running, and it's a great excuse why you're nowhere near the top of the leaderboard. Well, I missed 16, right? Because you were nowhere near the top of the leaderboard going into it. So
I was 8th. It said I was 8th. Now I'm like 30 something.
Again, you had no chance of catching up. So let me just, it's like in the bike race. I took a spill, but man, I'm going to finish strong, and I get credit for the effort.
That's exactly right. And I've already made my picks for this week, so I'm back in and ready to roll.
And you look at tonight's game, and you're right. I mean, as much crap as we give the Denver Broncos, and watching on ESPN earlier today, they were going through some numbers. And your favorite guy, Sean Payton, who's having a miserable year at 1-4. Russell Wilson actually hasn't been awful this year, not like last year, but their defense is terrible.
Yes.
And that's being kind, real kind. And they're making their defense weaker by getting rid of their sort of good players, or at least their high-priced players. But the Broncos have owned the Chiefs. It's kind of interesting when you look at it, but Taylor Swift will be in the building.
And that's all that really matters. Although I do appreciate Al Michaels saying he's going to try and limit the number of times we see Taylor Swift.
You're a Swiftie, dude. How do you mess that up?
I don't know. I was thinking, I don't know what I was thinking.
Well,
somebody named Smith, obviously.
Well, I mean, that's how she checks into hotels. Taylor Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, Taylor Smith, table for 3.
Was that ESPN earlier that did that deal? They did a whole little thing on Taylor Swift and how she got a DeAndre Swift jersey when he joined the Eagles because it just says Swift. And all the Swifties got a DeAndre Swift jersey as well.
Because she was playing in Philadelphia, and there's a guy named Swift on the team. So
right, DeAndre Swift. Yeah.
Well, she didn't get the jersey because, oh, look, somebody in the NFL has my last name. She was playing in Philadelphia. It's kind of like when, musicians roll through, if they're playing in an arena, a lot of times they'll wear gear for that team. They have no shame. They're trying to connect with that local audience.
Well, sure. And I get that. Although she doesn't have that problem. She could wear a Dallas Cowboys jersey that night, and I think everybody would cheer her.
Yeah, I think that's where you get booed.
You think?
Like if she rolled into Philadelphia wearing a Cowboy jersey, pick your Cowboy player. If she was doing that, or if she wore that Eagles jersey in Dallas, the Swifties would boo her, or at least the Swifties' dads would.
Yeah, the dads would. The Swifties, they wouldn't know one Dallas Cowboy from a Philadelphia Eagle.
True. They were some of the tweets are trying to explain there. And apparently she's from Pennsylvania. So maybe Philly is actually her team.
Well, that's good.
So maybe she's trying to get to Jason Kelce through his brother Travis.
Oh, yeah.
You know how that goes.
Of course.
Yes.
I don't blame her.
I mean, and if you watch the Kelce show on Amazon, I mean, Jason's a happily married man with kids, but Taylor's calling.
I get it, though, but he's a sinner. It's just, he's a sinner. It's just not his bright lights in big city kind of. He's a sinner. You got a guy putting his hands under your butt all day.
He's got a close relationship.
Yes.
With the quarterback. Although if you're Taylor Swift, wouldn't you rather have a center? Somebody who's used to doing the dirty work and not getting all the credit and being in the spotlight, versus the guy that is in as many commercials as you are that shares the spotlight with you?
No, I wouldn't. He's a sinner. He's a sinner. Listen, I'm Taylor Swift, and I'm dating Jason Kelce. Oh, he's a sinner. Nobody would know that.
Stop.
No, that'd be terrible.
Terrible, huh?
That'd be terrible.
Kind of like the Cowboys' offenses. Wait until you hear Mike McCarthy try to describe his offense. We'll dive into that next here on the Blitz.
It's R&R in the morning.
It is a football Friday on R&R in the morning. That's right, and it gets going at 6:45, and it's going to be explosive. Head coach Mike McCarthy joins us to talk about what happened against the Niners, but more importantly, what's going to go on against those Chargers. RJ Ochoa joins us at 7:35 to talk Cowboys, Chargers, Cowboys, 49ers. It should be a great show. The party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On job sites, few things are more important than a solid work boot. At Boot Barn Work, we pride ourselves on knowing that no matter your trade, when there's hard work to be done, your boot should be built for non-stop protection and mobility. Thoroughgood checks all the boxes. Their Wear Anywhere boots are time-tested and crafted with the highest quality materials for relentless support. for job-fitted boots. Thorogood at Boot Barn Work.
Dive into true crime on Pluto TV. Unravel the mysteries on Forensic Files and Dateline 24/7. Plus, watch thousands of other crime movies and TV shows, all for free. Download Pluto TV on all your favorite devices and start streaming now.
Exergen thermometers are a top choice of medical professionals at highly ranked hospitals across the U.S. Accuracy matters, so make Exergen the chosen thermometer for your home and family. Available at Walgreens and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
It's time for the fall haul at Northern Tool and Equipment. Get your hands on tough tools at prices that are tough to ignore. Got plans? Cancel them. Trucks in the shop? Borrow someone else's. Don't like saving money? Right. So head to the fall haul at Northern Tool. Back up the truck for the season's biggest event and save on generators, power tools, trailers, and more. Shop in-store or at northerntool.com. We're made for this.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
If you're a man and you live in San Antonio or the surrounding areas, you need to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Are you having issues rising to the occasion? Do you constantly worry about whether or not you can perform? Have you completely stopped having adult time? Is it something you just don't talk about? Guys, we have a solution. Mojo, the 100% guaranteed male enhancer pill that's fast, effective, and was designed to reignite passion, performance, and confidence in the bedroom. Yeah. Be ready at a moment's notice with the Mojo Male Enhancement Pill from Pure Line Nutrition. And for those of you who have used Mojo, check out Mojo Enduramax. Touchdown! A new formula that improves the potency and effectiveness of Mojo. Get fast results, last longer, and be the man she'll never forget. Mojo and Mojo Enduramax. 100% natural male enhancement formulas only available at Pure Line Nutrition. Call now, 210-494-2210. That's 210-494-2210. Or visit us online at thepureline.com.
There's a whole lot of savings going on now at Staples. During Staples Sit-a-thon, you can save up to $150 on select office and desk chairs. And when you buy a chair, you save 25% on desks, storage solutions, and office accessories. Plus, your local Staples now accepts Amazon returns. And when you return an Amazon order at Staples, you receive a coupon for $10 off your next $30 Staples purchase. Now is definitely the time to save at Staples. Chair offer ends 10/28, in-store only. Exclusions apply on Amazon offer.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Oh, just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Hi, this is Bobby Jenkins of ABC Home and Commercial Services. Cool weather is the time rodents move indoors. That means rats, mice, and raccoons are seeking shelter inside your home. No matter what kind of rodents have moved in with you, ABC can eliminate them. We'll close up the openings where they enter and catch any that may already be in your house. All of our specialists undergo a comprehensive background screening so you can rest easy with ABC on your property. ABC Home and Commercial Services, specialists for your environment.
Just call ABC Home and Commercial Services.
The UTSA Roadrunners are back in the Dome this Saturday against UAB. Hi, I'm April Ansira. Join me in packing the Dome Saturday by getting your tickets today. Go to UTSAFootballtickets.com.
I am quarterback Frank Harris. I want to see you Saturday as we play our first ever AAC home game. You don't want to miss the party. We need you there.
It's our UTSA Road at 7 p.m. in the Alamo Dome. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now at UTSAFootballtickets.com. That's UTSAFootballtickets.com.
It's the Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your shot at $50,000 nationally, while weekly winners locally get a $50 gift card to 5 Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks. At the end of the season, locally, the best overall record wins the San Antonio Grand Prize of $1,000 worth of tickets to any event from Awesome Tickets. Sign up today at sasportstar.com.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. You can always be a part of the show. Tweet, X, at Joe Reinagle 210, at Jason Minix. You can always dial up or text 210-656-ESPN at 656-3776. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can comment there. Subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. In fact, if you've subscribed, comment in the comment section that you subscribed. If you're a new subscriber, let us know that. If you've been subscribed, let us know that. Because if you're subscribed and you tell us, and we'll verify. We've got a prize at the end of the show that we'll give away.
We'll verify.
Well,
don't lie to us.
The nerds will.
Yes.
Because a lot of people come in and watch, but they don't subscribe. For whatever reason, corporate wants us to up the subscription count.
Yeah, just do the subscription. It doesn't cost you anything.
It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
I can't wait till it's $5.99 and we get to split that. But,
yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. Stephen Jones will join us at 4:30. It's been a rough week for the Cowboys. I saw a deal like McCarthy told the staff, don't go home, text your family. I'll see you next week. 20 hours at the office, just trying to figure everything out. And maybe the lack of sleep explains the answer that Mike McCarthy gave today while trying to describe the identity of his offense. Clarence Hill of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, who was on this radio station a lot, is the one that asked the question.
Yeah.
And then tweeted a whole bunch of word salad from the head coach. Now, I'll tell you now, it's a long answer. It's 1:51. The question is about the audience. He goes nearly 2 damn minutes and never actually answers the question.
Well, I think it's clearly, and we knew this coming out of camp, and I think just kind of where you are as far as when you do make changes. We knew there were going to be some things in protection that we just, we needed more work on because they're different. There's things in the passing game that we needed to work on. They're different, and we'll continue to grow that. So I have great confidence in that. I think the run, concepts were, some of the things that were probably the less new learning segments for our offense. So you work through that. But yeah, continuity consistency is obviously that we're extremely focused on. I think when you look at the full ball wax, 5 weeks, there's been, consistency as far as, because number one, you have to score points in this league. In the modern NFL, you look at all the critical elements to being a championship, football team. Scoring points is way up there. So, so we're clearly in tune with that. But one of the things we want to also focus on because of the strength of our defense is taking care of the ball. Number one, which we did not do in our last contest, and number two is having the discipline and patience if we have to go the long route because that benefits the time of possession and keeps our defense fresh and playing to their strengths. So those are all visual philosophical approaches of how you want your team to look, but at the end of the day, those conversations are for establishing menus of how, particularly on offense, how you're going to run it, how you're going to throw it, how you're going to protect it, and then as you get into the games, no different than this week. You look at all the elements that they bring to the table. Coming off a bye week, they're getting healthy. We got some players that are coming back that we haven't seen a lot of this year. So you factor that in and you select your menu items and you go to work, put together a plan.
This a football team or a restaurant?
Well, it's a little of both, but he does hold the menu there with all the play sheets, and he doesn't know which part of the menu to look at. He might be looking at, I probably should cut down on the red meat. Maybe I'll look at seafood. That looks awful. Wedge salad looks tasty on somebody else's plate, but I'm not going to order a damn wedge salad. Can we just skip to the desserts? Where's the wine list? I have no idea what the guy just said. That was 1:51 of gibberish.
Does anybody know what Mike McCarthy just said there?
When answering a question about the identity of your offense after 5 games. Now, I got 3 references to a menu, but those are visual. So apparently it's a menu that has photos on it, and it's not all words.
Wait a minute. What?
Well, what do you mean it's visual, right? and philosophical approaches. Now, obviously, you want to score, and they haven't been able to score. There's been issues in the red zone.
Supposed to score in the NFL?
I mean, all we need is 1 point more than them.
Wow.
Right?
I have no idea what he just said.
Yeah.
It's nuts. That's
Medium.
like one of those Caesar salads. You put a little egg here, a little bacon over there.
Oh, man.
Some hard-boiled eggs over here, and
Dude,
I don't know,
don't
maybe
do
some
that.
of that weird-looking salad, lettuce stuff.
You know, it's that's not even Caesar salad. I mean, that's leftover stew, man. That's
what I mean.
What we have on Monday and Tuesday. I mean, a Caesar salad can be good.
Well,
especially
that
if you're one of
chef
those.
salad, it's got a little ham in it, and you got all kinds of. Have you ever had a chef salad?
Well, yeah, get them in HEB. They're already made. It's got
A
a little
chef
ham,
salad.
turkey.
Yeah, exactly.
Like $4.
You
Hell
don't.
no.
You don't eat a damn salad. Are you kidding me? There's no way. I have no clue what he said, and unfortunately, Dak Prescott probably has no clue what he just said.
Well, I mean,
that explains Dak's lostness.
So imagine you're Dak Prescott. You're in the huddle, and Mike McCarthy is reading the play to you. Yes, play 3 again, play.
Well, I think there's clearly, I mean, and we knew this coming out of camp, and I think just a kind of
all right, guys, here's what we're going to run. Ready on 3.
We knew there were going to be some things. And
yeah, let me explain our offensive philosophy to all of you. Yeah. Wah, 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 wah.
Imagine you're in San Francisco. It's loud. You're hearing that through the little speaker, and he's trying to explain to you, all right, Dak, here's what we're going to run. Look, and I know he's crisper at that with this play calling, and he's been frustrated, and he probably hasn't slept a whole lot. But my goodness, that was a question about the identity of your offense. Now, I look at a guy like Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick doesn't answer questions, but at that point, he just mumbles, and you have no idea what the hell he just said. Identity, score. All right, I have no idea what you just said, Bill, but we'll go with it. To ramble on for 2 minutes and make no sense. I mean, if you took that audio and you gave it to an officer going through DWI training, he would say that guy probably is going downtown.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was gibberish. That was gibberish and all over the place. For a guy that's generally pretty good on the podium.
Well, here's the issue, Cowboy fan. After you just heard all of that, is it no wonder that the offense sucks? Because Mike McCarthy doesn't know what the philosophy or the culture or the identity of the offense is.
I think right now, Mike McCarthy has an idea and has had an idea since April of what he wants this offense to look like. Yet what he is getting are 2 different things, right? I've got friends, you probably have friends. We all have friends that are really good at visualizing things. They'll walk into an open space and they'll say, "Oh, I could live in this house."
The
right?
couch goes here.
Yeah,
the
I
TV
could see
over
this.
here. Yeah.
And I don't see any of that. I'm like, all right, I have no idea, right? I'm not that kind of person. Neither is Mike McCarthy, because he's visualized and tried to explain different things. Yet what we're seeing, and there could be a lot of reasons or excuses as to why, right? But what he thought we were going to get and what we are getting are 2 different things. And now Mike McCarthy is getting beat up left and right, not just Dak Prescott, but Mike McCarthy, because the offense that he's calling the plays for looks so simple and so outdated that even Chris Sims, of all people,
oh my gosh,
tweeted out, "Man, the Cowboys offense is just basic too much of the time. Slant, hitch, go." They absolutely cannot stay with teams like the Niners or Eagles running stuff like this over and over. And Chris has drawn out on a yellow pad a couple of plays that looks like things I was running in junior high in Copperas Cove, Texas.
Well, first of all, Chris Sims is not exactly a guy I would say, "Oh boy, he's right. He's a genius." I take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. However, having said that, this offense looks like he was running it, 15 years ago. That's the problem. 15 years ago, they were running that. Now you don't see that. You see Kyle Shanahan. There's motion all over the place. This deception. You look at the dude in with the Los Angeles Rams. You know, the boy genius there who's running that stuff all over the place. Even a Kellen Moore who will have motion all over the place. It's no longer just line up and let's go.
Well, and
you got to have some other stuff to do. You have to.
And you talk about how old and outdated Mike McCarthy's offense seems right now, 2023 with the Dallas Cowboys. It looks like what he was running when he was allowed to call plays at the Green Bay. He was asked today how different his offense is now from his time in Green Bay.
It's not different at all.
What? Hang on.
Exactly.
Hold on. What? Hold
there
on.
You go.
You
exactly.
were literally asked, how different is your offense now than what you were running in Green Bay? The first words out of his mouth.
It's not different at all. I mean, I think I just answered the question with Clarence. I think you clearly identify, the critical elements of what it takes to win in today's game. And obviously, takeaways on defense is a big part of the ability to, generate big plays through pass rush. Because, when a game's on the line, you get in these big games, it comes down to usually the 2-minute drill. Pass rush is a factor. I mean, I think the whole league gets that. I mean, the depth in the defensive lines and today's game are as high as I recall. So, but as far as playing to the defense, I think it's more identifying the complementary football that we've been building here the last couple of years. So, but yeah, I mean, we definitely want to score points, take care of the football, win in time possession, but defense, we want to, we know run defense is always where we'll be challenged. Obviously take the ball away and get after the quarterback.
I mean, you can't explain it. It's look, and now that offense is going to have to produce. The defense has been dinged with 2 critical players. They're out. They're gone. It's going to suffer. It's not going to be as good a defense as it was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. The offense is going to have to score some points. But if you're lining up and the San Francisco 49ers know exactly what play you're going to run before you run it, well, don't you think the Chargers are going to know too?
Yes. And look, if you know in your living room what's coming, and as basic as it seems, and look, a couple weeks ago when they were dealing with offensive line issues, we got to dial things back because of protections. I was down with all of that, but I've been waiting for them to unveil what I thought was going to be new. But instead, they're driving a 2005 car instead of a brand new car because it worked in 2005.
Well, maybe if Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback, or perhaps Brett Favre, and you bring them back, maybe it works.
Even then, those concepts are so basic. And the receivers are getting no separation, right? I mean, you look at the play calling that seems to lack creativity and lack imagination, and that stuff might have worked years ago, right? But then you've got receivers that aren't getting out in space. You saw Kurt Warner put out a video yesterday. Babe Laufenberg has a tweet today saying, where is Dak supposed to throw the ball? Every receiver is covered, right? Those guys also have to do their part and get open. But I go back to something that was new and innovative in training camp, that the receivers were working with Dak, timing up their routes with the drops. So the footwork and the timing was all there. Well, he was asked about Dak today and the progression that he is having in this new old offense.
No, I mean, I feel really good about, just the way it's been put together and how the confidence that he has in it. And, he did a couple things footwork wise that, just in the last game that, you haven't, just part of the new things. So, I think we're definitely.
So he did a couple of things footwork-wise. Were they good or were they bad? What the hell are you saying, Coach?
No, it was horrible.
Well, no, but was he trying to compliment him? Well, I can't say that. We got our ass kicked.
Look, Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy have never been on the same page, in my mind. They don't like each other. They don't.
Oh.
No, okay, maybe like is a little too harsh. But I don't think Mike McCarthy has any faith in Dak Prescott any more than I do. I mean, he's stuck with him. He was stuck with Kellen Moore. He was able to get rid of Kellen Moore. Guess what? He can't get rid of Dakota.
He can't.
So he's stuck with him.
Man,
I don't
are
think
you going to send him to his room without supper?
I don't think Mike McCarthy has confidence in his quarterback. Not to mention because look, we talk about receivers and all day, and they do need to do a better job of getting open. But I think Dak right now has got Mike McCarthy in his ear, and he's going, okay, is it 1, 2, 3? Or is it 1, 2? Or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or is it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Do we do a little spin here and a little? I mean, it's all in his head. Dak does not look comfortable back there at all.
And to a degree, I think most of us aren't or shouldn't be surprised by that because it's a fairly new offense. Although it really does feel like they were supposed to be minor changes. We've heard like 20-30% different than what they were doing before. While that does look like, I don't know, close to 80 or 90% different. And early in the season, because the weird lopsided games, I don't think we had and quite honestly, after 5 games, I don't know that we really know what this offense is supposed to look like at this point. But what we have seen so far doesn't look like the kind of stuff that we were seeing them work on in Oxnard, going against a really good Cowboys defense. And when we were out there, 2 of the practices, the defense dominated. 1 of the practices, the offense dominated. And you thought with a good team, you kind of expect that, especially for a Cowboys team that is defense first.
Well, is it still?
Well,
I mean, is it seriously? And I asked that question. Is it still?
I mean,
no,
it can't be. It can't be because you've lost Diggs and you've lost Leighton Vander Esch. And
you've lost DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't know where the hell he's been.
Yeah, but he can be found. He can be found.
I don't know where that guy's run off to.
I mean,
and then that secondary now, Brock Purdy simply was a surgeon on Sunday night, completely just destroyed that secondary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that this is the defensive team that everybody says it is.
Well,
and that means that the offense is going to have to step up.
And it's not the defensive team now through 5 weeks than what everybody thought it was going to be because you've lost 2 of your better players. I mean, they just can't be as good as what they were hoping to be. And if you're relying on the defense doing their part, now, Mike McCarthy, you got to shift that responsibility to Dak Prescott and the offense.
Amen, brother. And can they handle it? I'm not sure they can.
Boy, Mike McCarthy tomorrow morning with Rob and Rudy.
Are they going to hammer him?
Are you kidding? I mean, Rudy's going to protect him. Rudy's blowing us up on YouTube right now saying, man, lay off my coach.
Coach, I love you. You're doing a great job.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at this point if Rudy J sent the man tacos for losing just because, he's had a rough week.
Oh.
He hadn't left the office. Sleep hours and hours trying to fix this. Now we're going to get, paralysis by overanalysis. Good Lord. The gibberish coming out of that man's mouth.
That's unbelievable. It's just
I just hope tomorrow morning when he starts rambling like that, Rudy says, whoa, what do you mean, coach?
Yeah.
I'm not following you. Can you explain that to me? I mean, I feel like James Franklin telling that guy the other day, are you speaking in Japanese? I don't know what you're saying. You're making my skin crawl hearing that.
Thanks for listening, Rudy J.
I know. And Rudy, make sure you subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, even if you're not, go there, subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. There could be a prize for you at the end of the show. Well, everybody except Rudy. Rudy can't win a prize. Although, actually, Rudy, you can win a prize. Grab that book over there, Joe. Can you show Rudy
this one here?
This could be one of the prizes. George Gervin's got a new book.
He does.
Absolutely. You want to win the George Gervin book? Subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel, and then let us know in the comments that you have subscribed.
But if you're Rudy J, there's your prize.
You can't show that on TV.
I can't.
Put your Yoda away.
Texas A&M football is on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Saturday afternoon at 1:30. It's the Aggies and Tennessee in an SEC battle. Presented by Ewald Kubota, Just Pots, ABC Home and Commercial Services, The Angry Elephant, Airtron Heating and Air Conditioning, and 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
It's easy to think all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different? How? You sell high commission investment products, right?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission-based investment products.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Nope, never at Fisher. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our client's best interest. It's the highest standard of care for a financial advisor.
How do you know what's in their best interest?
We get to know our clients and then tailor a portfolio based on their goals and needs.
But you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we have one transparent management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, you really do look out for your clients.
That's because our top priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. It might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, you. The one on the couch who just told your friend you can't go out because you're busy? Ready to get real about your psoriasis? When your current treatments don't do enough to help control the inflammation beneath the skin, causing plaques and pain, stressing and scratching, it's time to stop hiding and get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Is your AC working but the house is still uncomfortable? Call Airtron Heating and Air Conditioning. Your AC cools, but it can't defend against humidity alone. Take control of your home comfort with a whole home dehumidifier and save $3,000. Plus, you can save up to $2,500 on a furnace and AC made by Carrier. Turn to the experts and installed by Airtron. Call today for same-day estimates and next-day installations. Visit Airtron.com for terms and conditions. Savings cannot be combined with any other promotion. License number TACLA 000399898C.
Life moves fast. No one has time for a car, truck wreck, or commercial vehicle accident. At Davis Law Firm, we get it. When you call the force, you don't have to worry about insulting offers from insurance adjusters, property damage, or car rental. With over 25 years experience, we have secured important verdicts and settlements, some in the millions of dollars. I'm Jeff Davis. If you were in a car, truck wreck, or hit by a commercial vehicle, call me at 444-4444. You got it. There's only one number to remember. 4. Attorney consultation by appointment only. Davis Law Firm, San Antonio. Davis Law Firm is a proud official partner, personal injury attorney of the San Antonio Spurs.
This Monday, our Cowboys are taking on the Chargers, and we are pre-gaming live from Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar. Come by and hang out during happy hour with the Blitz, starting at 2 p.m. We're going to be covering all things Cowboys, and we have your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets. It's this Monday, starting at 2 p.m. live at Slackers Medical Center location. Happy hour drinks, sports on all screens. Your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets and other freebies. Come join the party. Slackers Medical Center this Monday. Go Cowboys!
Guys, your testosterone level can impact your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Book your testosterone level check at Revive Men's Health San Antonio. They're the local experts with guaranteed treatments for low T and ED. There are no lab fees. All your tests are included, and many patients find Revive more affordable than their insurance deductibles and copays. Book your testosterone level check today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777, or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Ever find yourself in a department store with a question, but you can't find anyone who actually works there, so you just wander? That's what it feels like when you call most banks. But at Frost, we have live customer service 24/7, so you can speak to a real human right when you call, every time you call. No phone tree, no bots, just help from a real human when you need it. It's about being there for you. It's about more than money. Frost Bank.
Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Big games, big concerts, big events. Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Any city, any event. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, and events from San Antonio to Las Vegas. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran-owned. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesome, TIX.com.
KTFM Floresville. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Blitz. 2 to 6 on YouTube and always at sasportstar.com. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The 3-2 is on the outside corner. It's strike 3 called. Ball game over, and the Astros defeat the Twins 3-2. Houston advances to the American League Championship Series with a date with the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, it's the 7th straight time that the Astros will be playing in the ALCS. All Texas ALCS. Astros taking on the Rangers beginning Sunday at 6:30.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the 3rd time in 7 seasons. The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix on a Thursday afternoon. And we'll talk a little bit later, about an hour and a half, 4:30. Stephen Jones will join us here on the Blitz. So,
couple of questions for Stephen Jones.
Yeah, just a few. Tomorrow morning, bright and early, Mike McCarthy will join Rob and Rudy on R&R in the morning, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. They have some things to ask the coach.
Sure they do. Like, how's the weather in Dallas?
Can we get an injury? Like, if he goes over the injury report, which right now looks like the longest injury report I've ever seen from the Cowboys, he might go player by player through each one of those. A lot of guys, on the end. Or can you explain this answer, Coach? Because we have no idea what you say.
No clue. That is a hell of an injury report.
It
wow.
really is.
A lot of guys not practicing today. Not unusual, though, especially for guys like Stephon Gilmore. CJ Goodwin's out. I thought he was officially out. I guess not. They just got him as a DMP. Jonathan Hankins did not practice today. DeMarcus Lawrence, no practice. Zach Martin. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but I think part of that, though, is because it's Thursday. And in their world, because they play
Wednesday.
Monday, it's a different, and so, as veteran guys are getting that, you got to report everything because Vegas wants to know. You kind of go that route.
Tomorrow we'll have a better idea of who's in and who's out. A little bit better.
A little bit better. Let's do the headline blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, continues to speak the truth.
Yes, he does.
While sitting next to a duck, he was explaining why he is so glad Colorado is leaving the Pac-12.
Makes a lot of money from that duck.
He does.
Aflac.
But the duck doesn't like to stay up late to watch Pac-12 football. Nobody does. And Deion said, quote, "It's the dumbest thing ever."
It is. It is, because you could argue the Pac-12 might be the best conference in the country right now.
Yeah.
From top to bottom. And nobody wants to stay up. What is it? A 10 o'clock Eastern kickoff, I think, is the one that he's talking about with Colorado playing this week. I mean, nobody on the East Coast is watching that.
I look at like one of the best games of the weekend is Washington, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
But they're playing that game at 2:30 in the afternoon here.
Yes,
that's 12:30 kickoff.
Uh-huh.
So, and if you've listened to this show a long time, I've got a lot of family in the Pacific Northwest, in-laws. My wife's from Seattle. My niece, her dude, her fiance. He's been in my phone as Duck Boy since he was in high school, and he's a big Oregon guy. Duck Boy.
Yeah.
Well, because in high school, man, this kid, every time you saw him, everything he had was Oregon. Socks, shorts.
Yeah.
Basketball shorts.
He
was Duck Boy. I didn't think it'd last this long, but he's still there, and now they're going to become official in December, right? But, and I was texting with him about the game because that's the only thing you can talk to him about is Oregon football. And he's nervous as hell, but he's kind of mad, though, that the kickoff is so early.
Why?
Because it's at 12:30.
That's not early.
Dude, how much are we celebrating UTSA in a 7:00 game because you get all day to tailgate?
All right. We're San Antonio.
All right.
We're tailgating at 7 a.m. for a 2:30 kickoff.
And they'll do the same up there.
Absolutely.
But they like night games just like we do, but their night games screw the rest of the country. And they're like, hey, man, all you guys that live in those time zones always get mad at us, but you don't care that you're screwing us with these early kickoffs.
How is that screwing anybody?
Well, because they don't like the early kickoffs.
Well, you need to talk to Duck Boy and say, hey.
You've met the kid. I mean, it's no, I'm kidding. He's a good guy. But I mean, I think they're right. Like if they get a noon kickoff out there, or a noon kickoff for us, 1:00 Eastern, that's 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, who wants to go to a game at 10 a.m.?
But who cares? It's Saturday. You can start tailgating early.
Well,
yeah, a morning buzz is the best buzz anyway.
Well, boy, there's a lot of ways I could go with that. And you just say buzz. But when you look at it, I mean, for us, but like, I don't understand those people in the Northwest. Their NFL football starts on Sunday at 10 a.m.
Yes.
Right?
It does.
You get baseball and you go to a bar at 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning to watch a baseball game when, say, the Mariners are on the East Coast. It's crazy, but his point was like everybody wants to bitch about the start times where they live, but they don't care about how when they make adjustments for you guys, how it screws us that live out here in Oregon.
Dude, I was loving it on Saturday. The Texas OU game kicked off at 9 o'clock where I was.
Oh, Cabo.
And I was already halfway,
bastard.
Three sheets to the wind. So it was great.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Didn't affect me one bit. I
loved
it.
As long as it's good with Reinagel,
That's
it's
all
good.
that matters.
If it's bad with Reinagel, you're doing it wrong. Is that where we're at?
I just don't understand it. I love 2:30 games for UTSA because you got a day left.
Well, again, a 2:30 game for us here, that's 12:30 there.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if it was UTSA, it's 2:30 Central. I'm tailgating early.
Yes.
I mean, how long do you need to tailgate before you're passed out in the parking lot?
Well, you go to bed at 9 o'clock, Grandpa.
I'm just saying. Well, if I'm tailgating
honest.
starting at 7 o'clock, you're damn right.
Oh, even if it's a 4 o'clock kickoff, you guys are still, you and Maggie, man. 9 o'clock, where's Joe? He's gone.
And I don't throw Maggie in there.
The Irish goodbye. Well, no, because you're the one, Maggie. We got to go.
That's exactly
Maggie,
right.
we got to go.
We got a little code.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's generally when Joe can't stand. All right, I got to get him out of here.
Oh, my goodness. It really is all about my convenience.
It really
and that's
is.
great. But think about a 7 o'clock kickoff. I mean, that's your entertainment that night. So,
yeah,
just Uber.
We'll just Uber.
Yeah.
Which is typically what we do.
I'm happy the Oregon-Washington game's at 2:30, though. I'll be honest with you.
I think we all are.
I'm looking forward to watching
for those that are in that time zone that wanted to tailgate a little bit longer.
Which, by the way, is the exact same time for the Aggie-Tennessee game.
Interesting.
Both of them at 2:30.
The question will be, because I've got to go to Kansas on Saturday for a wedding. Thrilled.
Kansas playing Oklahoma State.
I'm not going to a game. I'm going to a wedding, but I'll be in Kansas City. Hoping to get some burn-ins from Kansas City Joe's. But I look at the eclipse thing is going to happen while I'm in the air.
Oh, wow.
That'll
be weird.
I wonder if I'm going to see it or what it's going to look like from the sky.
So that's happening like Saturday night, isn't it?
No, Saturday morning.
Oh, Saturday morning. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maddie Sky from Axios News has an article about it today. It will begin at 10:23, reach maximum coverage or the ring of fire at 11:54 a.m. The total eclipse will end by 1:33 p.m.
Wow. Now, is that one of those you have to have a cardboard thing with a dot, a needle hole through it?
Oh, or you get the fancy glasses.
Right. But they always say like cardboard and you stick a needle through it. Sure. Right? I mean, I think that's how you're supposed to look at an eclipse.
Just look at the sun.
Yeah, okay.
Or don't. I don't know. I know San Antonio is prime viewing for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We're one of the few places in the country that have it.
Well, I can't wait. Looking forward to it.
And it'll be over before kickoff.
That's perfect.
So you'll be good.
Perfect.
Says here on our rundown, Female frogs fake their death to avoid sex, according to research. Now, you were...
Well, why? First of all, who the hell's researching that? I mean, that's our taxpayer money, for goodness sake. Well, let's see. There's probably some humans that would want to fake their death to get out of having sex. I don't know.
So what did the story say?
Well, just that. I mean, that's you.
Well, you didn't read the story?
No,
I got specifics.
I got the headline. I mean, female frogs fake their own death. Now, how does the male frog know? And does he even care?
Well, I would like to think he would know. If
I have a feeling he doesn't care because there's still little baby frogs bouncing around. It's like, oh, okay, faking death again.
So even in frog life, it's no different, man. When she wants it, she wants it. When she doesn't, she plays dead.
Pretty much. Hey, wow, whatever.
She can't say I have a headache. I'll just play dead.
Just lay there, honey.
You sound like you've said that way too often. Don't worry, this one's for me.
Isn't it always? Oh my goodness.
We're learning more about that Cabo trip than we needed to.
Holy cow. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
You all right?
I'm good. I'm good.
It's been a long time since you turned that red.
Yeah, just yesterday you accused me of turning red.
Somebody's wife is a frog, apparently, according to one of the YouTube comments.
My wife is a frog.
Pete Estrada. Sorry, dude.
Well, hey, don't judge the guy. I mean, maybe,
his profile picture's a monkey.
Exactly.
So who knows?
No judgment
what kind
here,
of weird
Pete.
stuff's going on at the Estrada household.
No judgment here, buddy.
Wow.
You never know what people are into these days.
Careful. Houston against Texas. An all Texas LCS is going to be great. We'll talk about it next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you're a business owner, a manager, a club leader, and you need your logo on any kind of gear, get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. If you need caps done, Sam has over 12,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom, including the popular Richardson 112 style trucker caps. If you need t-shirts screen printed, go see Sam. Sammy's Embroidery and Printing. He has over 700 uniform lines to choose from. Nobody has better prices, and Sam has all the big name brands. Eddie Bauer, North Face, Nike, Travis Matthew, Port Authority, to name a few. Call Sammy's Embroidery and Printing, 210-824-3900, or better yet, go by that massive showroom on San Pedro, a mile inside Loop 410, next to Big Lots across from McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com, for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
Wemby, man, the hype is insane. I love the guy. I love his game. I love him playing for that coach. I love him in that community. And I think it's a great thing.
It's the Jim Rome Show, where Wemby and Rome rule. Weekdays at noon.
Hey, Jim Rome here.
Have a take, San Antonio. And certainly do not suck.
Man, I'm nervous. I wouldn't want that gig.
It's the Jim Rome Show, weekdays at noon on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Not all pizza places are the same. Mellow Mushroom originated hand-tossed, stone-baked classic Southern pizza. Not in the mood for pizza? Order a calzone, hoagie, sandwich, burger, or a mellow salad and see how care goes into every item on the menu. Take your pick from 24 draft beers and or handcrafted cocktails. And many of the pizzas can be made gluten-free or vegan. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Boo, I'm your old cheap water softener. Trick or treat, I got news for you. I'm not working again. Some days I just don't feel like it. Sorry about the itchy, dry skin and brittle hair. You look good, though. Just imagine what the inside of your home's pipes look like with all that hard water. Now that's scary.
Don't let your old sporadic water softener run your house. Call us at Connecticut. A Connecticut water system can actually lengthen the life of your appliances, protect your pipes from buildup, and gives you soft skin and silky smooth hair. This is Chris Connecticut with Connecticut and San Antonio in the Hill Country. There's a reason why we say Connecticut is the last water softener you'll ever own. Call us at 656-PURE. I'll even let you try a Connecticut water system for free. We'll change your water, and it'll change your life.
Whew, I'm tired. I need to take another break.
The last water softener you'll ever own. ConnecticutSA.com.
If you're a man and you live in San Antonio or the surrounding areas, you need to pay close attention to what I'm about to say. Are you having issues rising to the occasion? Do you constantly worry about whether or not you can perform? Have you completely stopped having adult time? Is it something you just don't talk about? Guys, we have a solution. Mojo, the 100% guaranteed male enhancement pill that's fast, effective, and was designed to reignite passion, performance, and confidence in the bedroom. Yeah. Be ready at a moment's notice with the Mojo Male Enhancement Pill from Pure Line Nutrition. And for those of you who have used Mojo, check out Mojo Enduramax.
Touchdown!
A new formula that improves the potency and effectiveness of Mojo. Get fast results, last longer, and be the man she'll never forget. Mojo and Mojo Enduramax, 100% natural male enhancement formulas, only available at Pure Line Nutrition. Call now, 210-494-2210. That's 210-494-2210. Or visit us online at thepureline.com.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
It's Thursday Night Football tonight on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Broncos and Chiefs collide tonight at 6:30. Presented by Flight by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minnick. Glad to have you along here on this Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow, our high school game of the week is going to be a great one.
Yeah, it is.
The Stone Oak Super Bowl between two undefeated teams. Reagan Johnson, both 6-0 on the season, 4-0 in district play. High school football energized by Hill Electric and Frost Bank will be at Hero Stadium. And I got to say, I just got a Facebook message from one of the Reagan dads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is Jason. You might have to send Joe down to the parking lot on a remote tomorrow as the Reagan Rattler. So we'll be tailgating at Heroes starting at 5.
Awesome.
Why the hell am I not getting invited to go down to the
Exactly.
tailgate?
I will. I'll be down there at 5. I can take that remote microphone down
You
there.
won't know how to work it.
It doesn't matter. I was like, sorry, Jason. Can't hear you.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's kind of a rivalry anyway.
It's a huge rivalry.
Yeah.
Stone Oak Super Bowl.
That's awesome. That'll be a good.
And I tell you,
good
Reagan's
game.
#1 in the city. Johnson's #3 in the city.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be a fun one tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it.
Reagan has 3 straight shutouts.
Wow.
3 straight shutouts.
That's impressive. That really is impressive.
It's one thing being respectful to shut out Lee and Marshall if you're Reagan. But their last game, they beat Madison 45-0.
Wow.
I mean, Madison's good, and they've got a great offensive team. And then I think we've got two of the better running backs in the city, Cole Pryor for Reagan and Bubba Johnson for Johnson in this game. And Ty Hawkins may be the best quarterback in the city, but 3 straight shutouts. Both teams score over 40 a game.
Well, it'll be fun.
It's going to be fun.
Well, obviously, though, I mean, that defense for Reagan sounds like it's historically good.
They got a chance to be. That's the crazy thing. Reagan has had teams before that you thought have a chance to get to state.
Yes.
And I'll forever, when Kellen Moore left his senior year to go to IMG.
Still a little upset with Kellen.
I mean, that was a team that could have won state.
Of course it was.
But they've never even made the state semifinal.
I know. That's nuts.
I mean, Johnson has.
Yeah.
I mean, they got rolled by Katy. But, and you think about someone like Madison, that same year that Johnson was a win away from playing for state, so was Madison.
Yeah.
But Reagan, as good as some of the teams that they've had, they've yet to get that deep playoff run. This year could be different.
Well, I hope so. I really do. And then obviously whoever wins Friday night, I mean, got to be the odds-on favorite to
driver's seat for the district.
Well, certainly for the district championship, and that helps you.
Yeah, but you got to get by some of those Austin schools in the playoffs, and that's
always
kind of been the big hurdle. But I tell you what, the quarterback at Reagan this year, he's a moving kid, was a 3-year starter down in Houston, both as varsity quarterback and as a track star. Brad Jackson, that kid is pretty phenomenal to watch too.
Well, looking forward to it. All kicks off what is it? 7:30?
Yeah.
So
pre-game at 7.
7 o'clock.
Tailgating apparently starts at 5. You've been invited. I have not been.
Well, of course. They know who livens up parties and who doesn't. Obviously, you don't.
Apparently not.
You see?
Well, they realize one of us can start drinking and one of us can't.
That's good. So we're just I'm gonna leave at 5 o'clock tomorrow. I get out early. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Well, they'll still be there at 6. Kickoff's not till 7:30.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to do a half hour with Pledge tomorrow on Extra Innings with Pleasure. And not do it from your car driving home.
I did that last night. We had a good time.
Did you?
Yeah. Good time.
I'm glad I was over on
That's always good rapping
AM
with
1250
Pledge.
listening to baseball.
Always good rapping with Pledge.
Mm-hmm. So you're taking the Rangers.
Yes.
You're going against Mattress Mac.
I am.
Mattress Mac made a $6.9 million bet that the Astros would win the World Series. He could win $43 million on that bet.
That's incredible, isn't it? Mattress Mac is a good guy. I don't know if you followed the Mary Lou Retton situation. He and his family sent $50,000 to her to help with the costs and stuff like that. He's just a good guy. And I'd like to root for him to win, but it is all about me, and I take the Rangers, and so
you're only taking the Rangers just to be a troll because I'm an Astro guy wearing Astro shirt today.
I don't like the Astros. It goes back a long way, and so I hope the Rangers win. I'd like to see them win the whole thing. Yeah, they got a local guy, Josh Young. He's local. Why do you hate Josh Young?
I don't hate Josh Young.
Goodness
and I would
gracious.
love to see the Rangers get a ring. Just not this year. Although,
okay.
I mean, and to be honest, I'm going to be happy and mad either way. All right. I mean, growing up, I was a fan of both. One was my NL team, was my AL team. And we never had the All Texas World Series because these teams have never been good at the same time. Not like this.
Right.
And when the Astros joined the American League, I mean, when the Rangers were this close to winning it all, seemingly forever ago, although it was 12, 13 years ago, the Astros sucked. And then the Astros got good again, and the Rangers have been a disaster.
Yeah, it was the Cardinals that actually kicked the Astros out of the National League.
Shut up. And then the Astros, have owned the Texas Rangers this year during the regular season.
9-4. That's true.
But as I look at this, and again, I'm a fan of both, but when they're playing each other, it's Astros, right?
Okay.
But if the Rangers win, I'll be disappointed in Houston, but I'll be happy for the Rangers. And and I'd root for the Rangers in the World Series if they actually get there. But it does kind of seem to be the year of the underdog. I mean, you think about, Atlanta's down 2-1. They could get eliminated tonight. They had 104 regular season wins.
That crazy?
Baltimore, 101 wins, swept.
Wow.
The LA Dodgers, beautiful watching them get swept. 100 wins.
That was fun, yes.
99 regular season wins for Tampa Bay, swept. Milwaukee, Edwin, apologize, your Brewers.
Yes.
Great year, swept in the wild card round. The 84-win Arizona Diamondbacks are in the NLCS.
How about that?
And damn well baseball does not want to see an Arizona-Texas World Series. They don't.
Well, they want to see a Houston, Arizona?
At least Houston has star power in the national attraction, even if most hate them because of the trash cans.
Yeah, somebody said that it was Texas versus the trash cans.
Well, I mean... And depending on what part of Texas you're from, the other one could be the trash can. But, I mean, when you look at it from that perspective, at least the Astros have turned into the national brand with star players all over the place, recognizable names. I mean, I hate to say it this way, but I bet you if you walked into a bar right now and asked to name 5 players on the Texas Rangers, most wouldn't be able to do it, right? I mean,
you're probably right.
And good Lord, can you name anybody on Arizona?
No, Arizona won't get by Philly, though, or Atlanta, if Atlanta comes back. But I think Philly, they won't get by Philly.
I mean, but Arizona's been on one of those kind of rolls.
True.
Kind of like the Texas Rangers have the last couple of weeks. And it's weird to say, but Seattle in the AL West was probably playing the best baseball in September. I mean, the Astros limped in and, quite frankly, lucked into winning the AL West this year. The Rangers have had their best season in forever.
Mm-hmm. But the Rangers played, I mean, they had their down times, but overall, they had a pretty consistent year. I mean, they led that division, and it was back and forth for some, but the Rangers led that division for a long time.
They did. And again, I mean, Josh Young from MacArthur. I mean,
rooting for him.
Absolutely. I mean, that would be pretty cool.
So when I win the beer bet, we'll crack open a beer and toast to Josh Young.
Well, if you actually were to win this beer bet, you just get close to me on the official scorecard.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Right? If I win this beer bet, you actually have to go make a purchase. Remember we had to change the rules because you were spending too much time at the gas station buying me beer.
You guys, you and Pledge throw me into these stupid little, side bets that really shouldn't count.
You are the one that always says you want to bet.
Yeah, but I don't mean it.
We didn't goat you into, I can hit that pole and Pledge can hit it.
That was a beer bet between me and Minix?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, my gosh. You see what I'm saying? I'm a Swiftie, and so I thought Taylor was a billionaire. Not quite.
No, you thought she was one of the top 5 richest people in the world.
Well, she should be, damn it. Maybe combined with Travis Kelce.
NFL money is not Major League Baseball money.
You're exactly right.
Although his commercial money is getting up there.
Yeah, it's helping. And, well, now, what do you pick up? 300,000 followers? Since they started dating.
You don't get $1 for that.
I know. Well,
I mean, you can turn that into more money if you start doing social media advertising. But just because you have he'll be getting more opportunities to make money with that kind of following.
There's more 12-year-old girls that know Travis Kelce than ever before.
That's not a good thing.
What is a good thing?
Not really. I mean,
more Chiefs fans among the 12-year-olds.
More Chiefs gear sold. I don't know if you could actually call them fans.
Taylor Swift.
I just don't know what kind of products that Travis Kelce and that porn stash are going to start selling to 12-year-old girls on TikTok. You know what I mean?
Monopoly?
Stephen Jones will join us in about an hour.
Maybe he'll know.
I'm not asking him about Travis Kelce's mustache. A lot of things I want to ask Stephen Jones. That's not one of them. Nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, best way to do that is to call my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds because nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
Texas A&M football is on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Saturday afternoon at 1:30. It's the Aggies and Tennessee in an SEC battle. Presented by Ewald Kubota, Just Pots, ABC Home and Commercial Services, The Angry Elephant, Airtron Heating and Air Conditioning, and 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Now's the time to get your place ready for company with up to 40% off select online baths at the Home Depot, because the holidays are coming to town, and so are your friends, your family, and their friends and family. So let the Home Depot help get your bathroom guest ready with the Tabana Vanity and the matte black Oswell faucet from Glacier Bay. For more storage and a new modern look, refresh your space with up to 40% off select online baths. Plus, get free delivery on all online vanities and faucets from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Snap into action this NFL season with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed when you place a $5 bet. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get in on the action. The app is so easy to use. There's a wide range of betting options, spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. So visit FanDuel.com/win and kick off the NFL season. That's FanDuel.com/win. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
Must be present in a state where lawful to wager, must be 21 plus and present in select states. FanDuel is offering online sports wagering in Kansas under an agreement with Kansas Star Casino LLC. First online real money wager only, $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG in Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Tennessee, and Virginia. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona, 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut, 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana, 1-800-522-4700 or visit KSGamblingHelp.com in Kansas, 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. Visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net in West Virginia or call 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelpma.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.
Exergen thermometers are the smart choice when selecting a thermometer. With children back at school, keeping them healthy is important. Got a fever? Stay home. To detect fever accurately at home, you need a clinically accurate, fast, and non-invasive thermometer. The Exergen thermometer is backed by over 100 clinical studies. Accuracy matters. Be smart and safe. Measure accurately with Exergen thermometers. Available at Walgreens and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Guys, your testosterone level can impact your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Book your testosterone level check at Revive Men's Health San Antonio. They're the local experts with guaranteed treatments for low T and ED. There are no lab fees. All your tests are included, and many patients find Revive more affordable than their insurance deductibles and copays. Book your testosterone level check today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777, or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
This Monday, our Cowboys are taking on the Chargers, and we are pre-gaming live from Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar. Come by and hang out during happy hour with the Blitz, starting at 2 p.m. We're going to be covering all things Cowboys, and we have your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets. It's this Monday, starting at 2 p.m. live at Slackers Medical Center location. Happy hour drinks, sports on all screens. Your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets. Join the party, Slackers Medical Center, this Monday. Go Cowboys!
It's the Mike McCarthy Show every Friday morning at 6:45 and 9 with R&R in the morning.
Morning, Coach. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning, Rob and Rudy.
Good morning.
A look at the Cowboys' upcoming game presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Make sure you go to sasportstar.com. Get your picks in for the A-Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge. Got a game tonight. Kansas City, Denver.
Whoa!
Here on 94.1. Brought to you by Flight by Yingling.
Nobody cares about the game. It's all about Taylor Swift.
And Taylor Swift.
And Taylor Swift. And it looks like her boyfriend is going to play. So that's good.
Because he's had a bad ankle.
He's had a bad ankle, but
has she nursed him like Lindsey Vonn used to take care of the athlete she was dating, like J.J. Watt?
I don't know. How'd she take care of him? I'm waiting, Jason. How'd she
Tiger
take
Woods
care?
was the most famous.
Tiger Woods, J.J. Watt. Well, J.J. Watt had a growing issue that she helped with.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, unfortunately for Travis Kelce, it's his ankle. So unless Taylor likes toes,
I mean, stop. Get your picks in at sasportstar.com. Good win.
I'm a Swiftie.
$50 gift card to Five Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. If you're a new subscriber, let us know. If you've been subscribed, like Rudolph Gonzalez, he's an original COVID streamer. He's been with us for a long time, watching on video. Or if you're new, and if you're a new subscriber, we've got prizes that we're going to give away. I don't know what they are yet. We've got to go rob the prize closet. It could be a book. George Gervin's got a new book out.
He does.
I think we've got some Adam Sandler tickets that we're giving away next week.
Wow.
We might pull some of those. Basically, we're going to look at what Rob and Rudy have to give away in the morning, and we're going to steal from there and give them away here.
Well, because that's what they do to us.
All the damn time.
All the time.
Yeah, I was like, we were supposed to have UTSA football tickets to give away for their game Saturday, but apparently the morning show gave them away.
Yeah, they gave them away this morning.
Yeah. And so if you don't win the tickets, you could always buy them at utsafootballtickets.com. But tired of those guys taking our prizes, so we're just going to steal from them.
I agree. It's all out. It's a battle now.
Rudy's just greedy at times.
Yeah, well, sure. Yeah, Rob is too.
Sure.
Rob doesn't even know what day it is, as we found out yesterday.
This is true.
That's a good
Although
point.
I was on a little bit with Rudy this morning, and he started off by saying, like Small Friday.
That's his thing. He calls Thursday Small Friday.
Well, hell, I didn't. I just started Friday. I'm like, what the hell day is this?
See,
Right?
you didn't know what day it was.
Well, he said it was Friday.
Only day we know what day it is Wednesday.
Well, what day is Wednesday?
Yeah, you know.
What day?
Hump day. I love Wednesdays now. Could it just be Wednesday every day of the week?
No, because we'd never get to Friday.
I look forward to Wednesdays.
See, I mean, there used to be this old thing, there's this old dad joke about Fridays.
Uh-huh.
Where girl spelled out TGIF.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I don't know if I could say this, although Pat McAfee can, but basically, sorry, honey, it's Thursday.
Oh, took me a minute, but yeah.
It shouldn't have taken that long.
Yeah, it took me a minute.
It should not have taken that long.
Well, I'm a family guy and a G-rated guy.
Oh,
so
really?
It took me a minute.
Were you offended by Justin Verlander last night and all these F-bombs coming out of his mouth? Were you?
No, I wasn't offended. I mean, guy needs to keep it clean, though.
Does he?
Especially him. He's 85. I mean, he ought to know better by now.
I mean, you're almost that old. I mean, you know what old man cussing is like.
Well, yeah. It seems like I cuss more now than I did when I was younger. Isn't that weird?
Because you're old and don't give a damn.
That's pretty much it. That's what I love.
And you're on radio now. You don't have to conform to the TV box.
Well, I just get a little more time to
hold on. Pledge, you're rolling through comments pretty quick. What Rudy bitch?
He says he's taking a beating on the Blitz.
Is he?
No. If he thinks this is a beating, please.
Dude, I mean, Rob and Rudy tomorrow morning will visit with Mike McCarthy, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And I really do hope that Rudy asks Mike McCarthy to explain the identity of the offense. Because quite honestly, he was asked that today by Clarence Hill Jr. of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram about through 5 games, the identity of the offense. And quite frankly, if it were a crime scene based on this answer, you would not be able to identify the body.
Well, I think there's clearly, and we knew this coming out of camp, and I think just kind of where you are as far as when you do make changes. We knew there were going to be some things in protection that we just, we needed more work on because it's different. There's things in the passing game that we needed to work on. They're different, and we'll continue to grow that. So I have great confidence in that. I think the run, concepts were, some of the things are probably the less new learning segments for our offense. So you work through that. But yeah, continuity consistency is obviously that we're extremely focused on. I think when you look at the full ball wax, 5 weeks, there's been, consistency as far as, because number one, you have to score points in this league. In the modern NFL,
thanks, Coach.
You look at all the critical elements to being a championship, football team. Scoring points is way up there. So,
wow.
The identity.
Who knew? That, but one of the things we want to also focus on because of the strength of our defense is, taking care of the ball, number one, which we did not do in our last contest, and number two is, having the discipline and patience if we have to go the long route because that benefits the time of possession and keeps our defense fresh and playing to their strengths. So those are all visual, philosophical approaches of how you want your team to look. But at the end of the day, those conversations are for establishing menus of how, particularly on offense, how you're going to run it, how you're going to throw it, how you're going to protect it, and then as you get into the games, no different than this week. You look at all the elements that they bring to the table coming off a bye week. They're getting healthy. We got some players that are coming back that we haven't seen a whole lot of this year. So you factor that in and you select your menu items and you go to work, put together a plan.
What? All right. So that was 1:51, damn near 2 minutes of an answer that didn't answer it. Clarence tweeted out, "It's a bunch of word salad," and that's an accurate description. What the hell was that when you were asked about the identity of your offense?
Well, I learned something. In the NFL, you have to score points.
Well, but and
that's pretty important.
Well, remember in the offseason, they don't want to light up the scoreboard like Kellen did, and I do think what he said was misconstrued. Time of possession, run the ball first. Tony Pollard had 4 carries in the first half last week when it was still a contest. Sure, he wants to score points and they would like to be better in the red zone. I get all of that, but you changed the offense for the better. You got rid of Kellen Moore, who had one of the best offenses in the NFL with Dak Prescott as the quarterback.
Okay.
And you didn't think he was respectful enough of the defense the way he was running the offense because they did run the ball last year. But remember, it was when you chose to run the ball. Time of possession on offense and let that great defense go do great things. That's the formula for the Dallas Cowboys, and that's out the window now because you don't have Diggs, you don't have Leighton Vander Esch, and everything that you said, Mike, this offense was going to be, we have no idea what you actually have.
So here's what this thought just came to my mind. Dan Quinn went to Mike McCarthy and said, look, the defense is on the field too much. We need some rest. You guys need to run the ball a little more time of possession. I don't know. It seems to be all about the defense right now.
Look, I don't care what coach you talk to, whether you're talking about Coach Hamilton over at Reagan or Miller at Johnson. They all talk about time of possession and taking care of the football.
Okay.
Every coach does that. And because if you're controlling the time of possession, that means your offense is out there on the field unless you have a pick six or a fumble and a scoop and score, the other team isn't going to score. And that defense, when rested, is going to be even better than if they're on the field for long periods of time, because every defense gets tired. We certainly know that. So I don't know if Dan said get rid of Kellen because you guys, I mean, I think it's just obvious as a group, they decided they were going to be a defensive first kind of football team.
Well, I mean, now that's pretty much gone out the window. Not to say the defense is still not good. We'll see as we move forward. And they're going to get another big test this week against a pretty good offensive squad. So we'll see how good that defense is. But obviously they've lost a couple of key pieces in that defense, which means once again for the Dallas Cowboys, that offense is going to have to step up and score some points. And if they get into a shootout with the Chargers this Monday night, can that Cowboy offense do it? And if you're trying to, first of all, if you're trying to win time of possession in a football game against the Chargers, it's not going to happen.
No, well,
it's not going to happen.
Against the Chargers, because they can score so quickly, it's not as big of a factor, right? You've got to be able to match points. They're going to have to be able to get touchdowns. And clearly, I mean, Mike McCarthy is not an idiot. But I will say, and I haven't been thrilled with the play calling this year at all, especially in the red zone. And I asked quite a bit, although Jerry is the one that seems to be putting it more on execution in the red zone. And Steven did about 2 weeks ago, put it more on the players, not the play calling, because I think it's play calling. And now you get a game like what you had in San Francisco, and a lot of people on the national level are questioning the system as being archaic, is a word that we've used.
It's old-fashioned. It is old-fashioned. Mike McCarthy has gone back to his days in Green Bay thinking that's going to work. And the NFL is different now offensively. You get all these geniuses like the dude in Miami, the Rams head coach, San Francisco. I mean, these guys are doing stuff. They got people moving all over the place. You don't know what's coming from where. Obviously, the Cowboys defense had no clue where everybody was going and what was happening. And that's the NFL right now. It's not, you're in the shotgun, you throw the ball, you're under center, you run the ball. That seems to be what the Cowboys equation is for offense right now. They've got to get a little more creative. And clearly, there's no creativity in this offense right now. None.
Well, I mean, Chris Sims, the great Chris Sims. Son of Phil. Tweeted out, the Cowboys offense is too basic too much of the time. Slant, hitch, go. And he's right. He's right. It's basic. I mean, you get Fred Warner saying they knew exactly what was coming. Hell, at home, you knew what was coming. I knew what was coming. Mm-hmm. And this is a new offense that is so predictable. And it doesn't look like the 2023 West Coast offense that we've seen grow through the years. I mean, quite frankly, and the Tex Coast, whatever, and it does feel, remember they said about 20 to 30% of the offense was going to be different from what Kellen had.
Yeah.
It feels like that number's closer to 80 or 90. But then he was asked today how his offense today differs now from his time in Green Bay.
It's not different at all.
Wait a minute. What? Hold on. What?
Yeah.
What?
It's not different at all. I mean, I think I just answered the question with Clarence. I think you clearly.
I don't need to hear any more than that.
It's not different at all. And his time in Green Bay was how long ago?
Well, and there was a point that his offense got to the point where he no longer was calling plays in Green Bay and then no longer coaching in Green Bay. So did he really just dust off what he had? I mean, because coaches keep everything.
Yeah, apparently so.
And
it makes no sense.
I look at that and I'm listening to what we're talking about. And I think it can't be that. It really can't be, right?
It's not different at all.
I mean, you're telling me that let's go back. Scott Linehan was the offensive coordinator.
Yes,
right?
He was.
And Kellen Moore was fresh off the playing field and in the coach's room and had all these great ideas that Scott Linehan poo-pooed, right? So they got rid of Scott. Kellen, you've got the good ideas. We're going to the young genius route, and offensive statistics and all those things, plaques that you want to put on the wall, all that kind of stuff. But And Mike McCarthy wanted to bleep can him and did to take over to go to uncreative imagination stuff. I mean, it really doesn't make sense. But those are the words coming out of the head coach's mouth. We're playing the audio. It's not like we're misquoting him.
No, we're not making it up.
Literally, the guy was asked how his offense is different now than his time in Green Bay.
It's not different at all.
What?
I mean, that's just crazy talk. And look, it's not just because of the San Francisco game. And it's been an odd start to the season because there's been some odd games. But the offense has looked terrible. Or I will say not terrible. It's looked average. And they just can't seem to get anything going. Dak Prescott looks extremely uncomfortable. The receivers are given about, 60% effort, it seems like. And nobody's doing anything. And so it's just it's concerning unless Mike McCarthy is going to somehow pull something out of his rear end that we've never seen before. Now, I will give him credit, Jason. There was a couple of wide receiver sweeps inside the 5-yard line. A little creativity there.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
I mean,
but it was creative.
That used to work for Jason Garrett. Hey, Dwayne Harris, Lucky Whitehead, you're in the game. Guess what's going to happen? Sweep. I just look at this. And there have been times this year, to be fair, the offenses look like, all right, cool, right? Is that what we're going to see? This is what we're going for, right? We've seen flashes of what we think this offense is going to be.
Flashes,
right? And I go back to what we saw in Oxnard and what we've seen them do haven't really kind of meshed yet, which is why, like early on, blowout wins, dial things back. All of that seemed to make sense until you got to San Francisco. And maybe in San Francisco, they were going to show some things that they haven't put on tape yet. But again, they are very predictable through 5 games. And we know that Mike McCarthy loves to talk about self-scouting. And he talked about self-scouting today.
The hard statistics, I think, definitely you got to, because, after this past week, the statistical nosedive that you take, is also a product of, playing 5 games too, no different than when you're on the other side of it in the 3 games that were, you're on the right side of the fence. So I think it's just like anything. I think statistics are a great tool, but the most important things statistics are their magnifying glass. They tell you where to look. You got to make sure at the end of the day, it all comes down to video, but more importantly, that's why we talk about mannerisms and disguises, and because there's communication that goes on each and every play. Everybody has a system of football, offense, defense, special team, but there's a system within the system. The adjustment that go on through the course of a game. That's where the real money is too. So that's where our focus is. So we got to stay really in tune on making sure that we're proactive with our adjustment opportunities for our players.
I have no idea what he said there.
It sounds like something out of a Billy Madison movie.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Clearly, Mike McCarthy didn't have a great day on the podium today. It was not a great day, but I got to believe, I have to believe that this football team and Mike McCarthy in particular are scared to death about going up to LA and playing the Chargers this week, because if they lose that game to little Kellen Moore, dude, you think it's bad now. You might as well get the tents out and the metal. It's going to get bad.
I just don't even want to go with the idea right now of thinking 3-3 into the bye week with 2 straight losses. That's just, I don't know. Stephen Jones will join us coming up at 4:30 here on the Blitz. Last night, getting ready to watch baseball with the Astros and Indians. My wife said, "What do you want for dinner?" I said, "Go by Tri-County and get some fajitas, man. We'll grill up some fajitas, watch some baseball." The season fajitas at Tri-County are so damn good. Better than what you're going to do on your own. I don't even try anymore doing my own. I just buy their season fajitas. They are fantastic. Whatever you're looking for to put on your grill, Tri-County has it for you. The quality you expect, and they've got what you need. If you want to do beef, you want to do chicken, pork, the fajitas, the poppers, maybe you want to do some St. Louis style ribs, some baby backs, beef ribs, the English crosscuts, a tri-tip, sausage, burgers, just a nice bone-in ribeye. They've got everything you need there at Tri-County Meat Market. You can always take advantage of their Pick 5 for $25, and they always offer a 10% discount for military and first responders. 2 great locations on Ralph Fair Road and on Huebner, online at tricountymeat.com.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Monday, it's the Cowboys and Chargers at 6 p.m.
Prescott in the gun, back looking, standing. Hurry up, throw the right flat, caught. Pollard, 25, 20 on the right sideline. Pollard streaks in. Touchdown!
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chunk Law, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'm Ebony Loren, and Febrez's new scent, Soothe and Restore, is so good I wrote a song about it. I know just what I do. Febreze has my favorite scent, makes the perfect environment. Sweet like sugar, smooth shea butter. What could be better than being with each other now? Breathe happy, breathe. La, 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 la.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Mother's Window Tint, your car stereo and auto security headquarters. You got to get to Mother's Window Tint right now, because if you do, it's National Pizza Month, and we're going to give you a free 18-inch one-topping pizza from Sophia's Pizzeria. Go to Mother's Window Tint today and get your windows tinted. Buy an alarm system and make sure you get a free pizza from Sophia's Pizzeria while you're there. Remember, do it at Mother's and save.
Gomez Law Firm has been taking care of the people of San Antonio for almost 50 years, the leader in personal injury law. Jose, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
We do ride-sharing cases, 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years. Work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then you need to visit joegomezlaw.com.
We've been around for almost 50 years, and we're not going anywhere.
Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
The Golf Club of Texas has some of the best course conditions with the friendliest staff. The golf is great. They have a lighted driving range and practice area. While it feels like a country club, it's not a private club. It's open to the public, so bring the family into the 10 Cup Bar. It's the nicest sit-down restaurant in that area of SA, specializing in Texas food, wine, and spirits. For golf or dinner, go to Golf Club of Texas off Highway 90, online at golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Flight by Yuengling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Football season means grilling season, and Five Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks is your one stop for all your tailgating and home gating needs. With one of the best grilling sections, Five Oaks Ace Hardware has a huge selection of Traeger, Weber, Big Green Egg, and Blackstone, plus all your grill accessory needs with over 300 spices and rubs, over 20 brands of charcoal, wood chips, pellets, and everything you need for tailgating or home gating. Five Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks near Jones Maltzberger.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Your home for college football's national championship is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
National champions at long last.
KTFM Floresville. San Antonio's Sports Center.
We've got a little Thursday night football action tonight. The Broncos in Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Yes, Taylor Swift will be in the building, and Travis Kelce will play. You can hear that ball game right here on San Antonio Sports Star beginning at 6:30 tonight. Houston Astros going to their 7th straight ALCS. They'll take on the Texas Rangers. You can hear it Sunday, game 1, 6:30 on ESPN 1250.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Glad to have you along on this Thursday. Stephen Jones in about 30 minutes from right now will join us here on the Blitz.
Looking forward to that.
Find out what the panic level is for him.
What kind of mood is Stephen in today?
His dad was at practice today. So John Machota tweeting out a photo that Jerry was at practice today.
Maybe Jerry's going to put his stamp on that offense.
You know, it's interesting because
you'll find me some glory hole.
Just sounds so different coming out of Jerry's mouth than it does coming out of your mouth.
I want me some glory hole.
That's what we're all looking for, isn't it?
Everything all right with you, man?
I'm having a great time today.
You sure?
You know, you're supposed to come to work and have fun, right?
Well, you are, and I think we do. I mean,
yeah.
You know, earlier we talked about a story that you found. Female frogs fake their death to avoid sex.
Yes.
Now you're quoting Jerry in the glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Who said it better? This is kind of like hump day.
Well, let's see. Let me hear Jerry again, Pledge.
I want me some glory hole.
All right.
Joe?
I want me some glory hole. That's a little.
I want me some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole. I don't know. I mean, it sounds identical.
It really doesn't sound identical.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
I mean, your hump days are
much
are
better.
getting
Hump
better.
day. Yeah, yeah.
Hump day.
Hump day. You know, every day should be hump day. Every day.
Well,
don't you think? I got to find a hump day for a Thursday.
I think when you get home, yes. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not every day.
What do you mean not every day?
I'm saying not every day. Most of them.
It could be multiple times a day.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 3 meals a day, right?
That's true.
Hump day.
I want me some glory hole.
Maybe switch them around.
I want me some glory hole.
Hump day.
There you go. That makes sense to somebody. Oh my. We're off the rails, buddy.
I don't think so.
Now see, Miguel Martinez.
I want me some glory hole.
Look, he's getting a little personal here.
What?
He says, does Joe say he wants glory hole when he sees Jake Ferguson?
Oh,
no,
stop.
I don't. Now, see, that's the mind of some of the listeners we have here.
I
on
want
this
me some
program.
glory hole.
Now, by glory hole, we're talking about striking oil. Which that's kind oh.
So you don't see Jake Ferguson in baby oil, right?
No, I don't.
Okay,
no,
just checking.
no.
Not that kind of oil?
No,
All right.
no. Oil. Like striking oil. Like that made Jerry rich.
Yeah.
That's called a glory hole.
It
All you
is.
guys with your minds roaming all over the place here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you get Miguel, who's got a YouTube picture of he and his lady in matching pajamas, right? I mean, it doesn't get more whipped than that. Than your matching pajamas photo.
It's a great photo, though, Miguel.
I mean, but honestly, although Reinagel had a matching shirt picture from the beach in Cabo.
I did not. I don't know where. You're going to have to show me that because I didn't. We didn't have a matching shirt.
I will find it.
You find it.
Well, first off, I've got to be completely honest. I don't know that I've seen it. My wife told me about it.
Your wife is mistaken.
Saw Joe and Maggie had matching shirts. See, they can do it. You always get mad at me when I suggest doing it.
Well, then you did it.
Well, I got tricked into doing it.
Yeah, whatever.
I did.
Yeah.
Legitimately got tricked into wearing matching shirts
yeah.
at a Christmas party a couple of years ago. I did.
Sure you did.
I did. Wasn't happy about it.
The only thing Maggie and I do, we had great Halloween costumes. We won a party contest. I was a deer in the headlights. Remember that? We got to come up with something schwanky this year. Yeah,
schwanky for your deer in the headlight. Looking through your.
Yeah, you're trying to find the photo. And you're not going to.
Are you guys not wearing the same shirt in that said photo right there?
No, that's my shirt over her shoulder. That's my arm right there that you see.
That kind of looks like she's wearing the same shirt.
No, it doesn't. I mean, anybody that sees that picture can tell that's my arm because I'm doing a selfie.
All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So my wife lied to me.
Well,
again.
I love Joanna,
my
but she was mistaken.
My wife lied to me. Although that does look like it could be Maggie's shoulder. It looks like she's the one taking the picture.
Dude, if that's Maggie's shoulder, then I'm gonna go home and check something tonight.
Dude, you've been married too long to figure it out now.
So that's
I want me some glory hole.
That's not Maggie's shoulder.
Or we all feel bad for you.
Woo.
I've been married 3 years and I just realized.
Who knew? Boy, am I surprised. Wow.
Thank God you guys weren't wearing matching shirts.
We weren't. That's my shoulder, clearly.
Maybe not so clearly.
No, it's clear.
Well, you can text Joanna and say, dude, you got that one wrong.
I'm going to text her. Next break. Joanna,
you were wrong.
You were wrong. But that's okay. She means well. I can't get mad at your wife. She's too sweet.
I mean, you can.
No, I can't.
Because she's never wrong.
Well,
I mean, just ask her.
Is there a wife out there that is?
Every now and then it might be. I might have mistaken, but admit wrong? Never.
Yes, I was wrong once. What's that ago? I thought never mind.
I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
Your wife's too sweet to get mad at.
Well, I'm going to be mad at her because she was trying to tell me that I can wear a matching shirt because you guys did.
Should.
Like I give a damn.
You should wear a matching shirt with your wife if she wants to do that.
You know, she did that. We were flying straight from New York in the Army-Navy game to Phoenix. So basically in December, you've got really good winter clothes for New York. And then Erica was graduating. So we left straight from New York to go to Phoenix. So we had all these clothes. And we're getting ready to go to this Christmas party. I get out of the shower. There's a shirt hanging there. And I was like, all right, cool. That's what I'm wearing today. And she had on a sweater over the exact same damn shirt. We get to the party and we're matching shirts. I was mad as hell because I'm anti the people that have to wear matching outfits.
I love that.
But it was a Miller Lite shirt.
It was a great Miller Lite.
Well, you should have taken a picture and put it on your YouTube profile.
No. No, we took a picture, and I was thrilled about the pictures too, because you go from New York where it's snowy and cold to a pool party at Christmas time in Phoenix, which is why you needed the Miller Lite Hawaiian shirts.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Y'all are cute. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Should the Cowboys look at making a trade? Interesting trade scenario involving the Dallas Cowboys and Trey Lance. We'll explain next here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. If you're shopping for a new vehicle, go see my friends over at Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira I-10 Auto Complex. Very easy for me to tell you about and recommend Ancira because I am a longtime Ancira customer, and it's because of their great customer service before, during, and most importantly, after the sale. And you know price made Ancira number one. Price keeps Ancira number one. So think Ancira. Ancira Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Truck, part of the Ancira I-10 Auto Complex on I-10 West between Wurzbach and Huebner.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. This Monday, it's the Cowboys and Chargers at 6 p.m.
Prescott in the gun, back looking, standing. Hurry up, throw the right flat, caught. Pollard 25, 20 on the right sideline. Pollard streaks in. Touchdown.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chunk Law, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except a stuffy nose. Mommy. That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultrafine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone for now. And so is she.
Sinex Children's Saline. Sinex, breathe. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
When your people are ready, your business is ready. Cintas makes sure they have what they need to perform their best. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, fire protection systems that are tested and inspected, first aid and safety supplies, floor mats, or cleaning tools and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together, so visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds are one of the boldest, protein-packed, and low-carb snacks out there. And with flavors that will have you craving for more, you'll want to stock up on Southern Recipe small batch at your local H-E-B. Pick up your favorite flavors of Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds today. Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Be big, be bold, be adventurous. Find your flavor at southernrecipesmallbatch.com.
This Monday, our Cowboys are taking on the Chargers, and we are pre-gaming live from Slacker Sports and Arcade Bar. Come by and hang out during happy hour with the Blitz, starting at 2 p.m. We're going to be covering all things Cowboys, and we have your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets. It's this Monday, starting at 2 p.m. live at Slacker's Medical Center location. Happy hour drinks, sports on all screens. Your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets and other freebies. Come join the party. Slacker's Medical Center, this Monday. Go Cowboys!
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides 24/7 compassionate support and connection to trained counselors. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Get the appliances you need right away at Lowe's. Explore the largest assortment of brands you trust, like Whirlpool, Samsung, LG, and A.O. Smith. In-store or online at the best values. Plus, take advantage of our everyday financing offers on top items, from refrigerators and laundry pairs to water heaters. And there's more. Get your new appliances delivered or installed quickly at your convenience, because Lowe's knows home improvement. Subject to credit approval.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
The San Antonio Quarterback Club is celebrating their 76th year. The San Antonio Quarterback Club meets every Tuesday and is a proud supporter of Gridiron Heroes Spinal Cord Injury Foundation. This week's speaker is UIW head coach Clint Killa and former Cardinals coach, now Texas State head coach G.J. Kinney. Should be a great conversation that begins at 11 at the Corey Golf Club. The San Antonio Quarterback Club. For more info, go to saqbclub.com. That's saqbclub.com.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
It's Thursday Night Football tonight on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Broncos and Chiefs collide tonight at 6:30. Presented by Flight by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Twitter, at Joe Reinagle 210, at Jason Minix. Dial up or text 210-656-3776. If you're watching on YouTube, you can comment there. Subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel. And if you are subscribed, tell us. If you're a new subscriber, tell us that too. Like, hey, just subscribe today. At 6 o'clock, the computer nerds are going to pick a winner, and we'll give away a prize. Could
wow.
be
Nice.
George Gervin's new book, maybe Adam Sandler tickets. I don't know. Whatever we dig up. Just subscribe, and you'll have a chance to win. And you'll hear from the geeks.
Well, see, that's new. So the fine nerds in the nerd department in there said that they're going to pick a winner.
Huh?
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
That's news to me. See, I'm just learning this stuff.
Well, I mean, we're not going to pick the winner. How the hell are we going to know if you're a new subscriber or actually subscribed? They have to go verify all that stuff.
Ah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, do you know how to do that?
No, I don't.
Do you want to know how to do that?
No, I don't.
So you let the nerds do their nerd things and let them pick the winner.
Now, when we say nerd, we mean that with all the love in the world, Ryan, Ernie.
I mean, you could just open up the Nerd app on your YouTube that I just showed you.
Are you kidding? Do you realize this guy is 2 hours to figure out how to put a damn picture in there?
And it's still not there.
It's still not there?
No.
Yeah, it is.
Well, maybe you should get the one with the matching shirt. Make that one your picture.
Yeah. Okay.
You look like, what's his name, Miguel.
Hey, Miguel's got to do what he's got to do. All right. I mean, I'm not mad at him. If that makes the wife happy, then hey, Miguel, more power to you.
The problem is he looks too happy in that. It almost looks like it was his idea.
Well, maybe it was. You know, maybe Peter Gomez just subscribed, by the way.
Thank you, man.
As long as Miguel and his wife are happy, I'm happy too.
Are you?
Yes.
Sometimes you actually sound like you give a damn.
I do. I care about the folks the blitzers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And we do.
Yeah.
We do. Interesting article at ESPN.com today.
It really was.
About potential trades. Old subscribers should get something. Figs, we said if you're subscribed, do that too. We just want to be able to differentiate between a new subscriber and an old subscriber. But if you have subscribed, comment and tell us.
Yes.
It's just easier to verify the newer ones. Although I think it's really about the same because they'll just click on a link and it will say you're subscribed. Not that I know how to do that because I don't want to be tasked with having to.
Ryan out there knows how to do it. He's got it down.
But he's everything. So there's an article, 15 proposals for players as the trade deadline, gets closer around Halloween. And there's one trade involving the Dallas Cowboys who all of a sudden are in need of a lot of defensive help. And it would be instant help for the Cowboys, trading with the Denver Broncos for linebacker Alex Singleton. And the Broncos would get Trey Lance. And I do think that would be a good trade on a couple of levels. One, they need help, especially at linebacker with Leighton Vander Esch's injury.
Yes.
I mean, Leighton Vander Esch reality could be done for the season.
They were paper thin anyway at linebacker. And now with Vander Esch out, they're really thin.
And when I look at Trey Lance, the trade to get Trey Lance still does not make a whole lot of sense to me.
No.
Unless you made the trade, kick the tires, get whatever intel you could for San Francisco, which obviously didn't help at all.
Yeah, it didn't work.
But he becomes a tradable commodity
Sure.
that doesn't really cost you anything.
Uh-huh.
But also, I do think if you get rid of Trey Lance in a trade for an instant linebacker, that does look like a great move for the Dallas Cowboys. But it also eliminates all the BS about Trey Lance replacing Dak Prescott. Because even the people that say that, I think deep down they know they sound stupid by saying that, but it does eliminate that part of the equation that Trey Lance would take Dak Prescott's job down the road.
Well, and for the Denver Broncos, and of course the quarterback whisperer, who is Sean Payton, he could probably turn Trey Lance into the next coming of Joe Montana.
I mean, it's possible. And you go back and you think about things that Sean Payton has said about Trey Lance in the past, that likes him. He'd be a project quarterback. Russell Wilson isn't playing bad football this year. He's playing better than he was a year ago. If you kind of look at some of his numbers, although he still is so, his contract is what it is. And I mean, where he's playing, but could he be a project there in Denver where he might actually have a chance to play or do something long term?
Well, look, Russell Wilson's not long for Denver. I think that experiment's gone awry, and they're going to get rid of him as soon as they can. They got to have somebody there, and if Trey Lance is that guy, then so be it. When you watch the game tonight, Alex Singleton, the guy they're talking about, is number 49. And so watch him, give you something to watch for tonight, see how he does. And look, that's the folks at ESPN just kind of spitballing and saying that might be a good trade. But, when Jason and I saw it earlier, we thought, okay, why not? And there were a couple of late round picks, thrown in there as well for both sides. So, but tonight, number 49, Alex Singleton, watch for him, see how he is. According to the stats here, he's got 44 tackles on the year thus far. So obviously he's an active linebacker. Obviously running backs are getting through that first line of defense, and he's forced to tackle them. But
and it seems like Denver is already having a bit of a fire sale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Randy Gregory, they were going to release him, and then they were able to pull out a trade. There's reports of another kind of disgruntled Bronco that could be released if they can't find a trade for him. So I mean, it's a defense that gave up 70 points, right? I mean, Sean Payton is the quarterback whisperer, but they need to worry about playing a little bit of defense over there as well in Denver, yet they seem to be parting ways with some of their defensive guys. So I look at that trade and I think, one, the idea of Alex Singleton coming over right now, I mean, I don't want any linebacker out there, but the Cowboys have to be in the market for a linebacker. I mean, they brought in a bunch of guys for a workout. They signed the Evans kid to the practice squad, but they're going to need some starter level help. And that could be an answer there. And Trey Lance is one of the more tradable pieces that the Dallas Cowboys have right now.
And obviously Denver's looking toward the future. They need a quarterback, and why not? Let him go over there, start fresh, see what Sean Payton can do with him. I don't know, but it seems like it makes a lot of sense. The Cowboys need the help now.
Yeah, they do. It'll be interesting to see if the Cowboys make any kind of trade like that. We'll ask Stephen Jones about the trade market and what they're doing to improve the roster, because that's a 24/7, 365 gig for Stephen Jones. He joins us next here on the Blitz. You think about Kansas City and Denver tonight, you want to make sure you're playing at Underdog Fantasy to make it more interesting than seeing when they show us Taylor Swift at the game. Underdog Fantasy, download the app or go to the website, underdogfantasy.com. Right now, sign up, use my promo code STAR, and Underdog will double your first deposit up to $500. I've never seen an offer like that from Underdog. Plus, new customers will have a mystery special pick in their Pick'em lobby, which is going to be a half yard over for a player in there. So take that. Promo code STAR when you sign up and play that Pick'em game. It is a lot of fun, makes the game watching experience a lot more interesting. I love playing the Pick'em game where you pick between 2 and 5 players and select whether you think they're going to go higher or lower their predicted stats. You could win up to 20 times your money in a single game by going 5 for 5. It is a fantasy game, but you can win real cash, and it's legal in Texas. And like I said, a ton of fun. promo code STAR when you sign up, and Underdog will double your first deposit up to $500 this week. Must be over 18 and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or go to ncpgambling.org. Go download the Underdog Fantasy app or go to underdogfantasy.com.
It's R&R in the morning.
It is a football Friday on R&R in the morning. That's right, and it gets going at 6:45, and it's going to be explosive. Head coach Mike McCarthy joins us to talk about what happened against the Niners, but more importantly, what's going to go on against those Chargers. RJ Ochoa joins us at 7:35 to talk Cowboys, Chargers, Cowboys, 49ers. It should be a great show. The party starts at 6.
It's your wake-up call. R&R in the morning, 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
The future of joint pain relief is here, and it's QC Kinetics, Advanced Regenerative Medicine. This is amazing stuff. Hey, it's James Pledger with San Antonio Sports Star. If you've been told more steroids or surgery are your only options, don't be so fast with that. Get a second opinion and learn how you can harness your body's healing agents that attack the joint pain. I'm talking lasting relief. QC Kinetics doesn't mask the pain. These treatments go to the very root of the problem using concentrated healing properties placed directly into your joints to restore and repair the damaged tissue. Imagine living your life this fall with no more pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, your back, no drugs, no downtime, and no surgery, best of all. Listen, life is about motion, and QC Kinetics is giving people their lives back with these all-natural treatments. Call the local medical professionals and get a free consultation. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. Call 210-571-0318. That's 210-571-0318. 210-571-0318. Locations in Hollywood Park, Westover Hills, and New Braunfels.
Hey, sports fans, this is the Ultimate Vegas Insider, John Anthony, and I'm on fire. To prove it, I'm releasing your Thursday Night Report absolutely free on recorded message line. Call 1-800-244-5506. I love tonight's matchup. Denver, Kansas City is a monster. Side and total. Denver, Kansas City. Critical information confirmed. Plus college football. That's 5 big plays. John Anthony has you covered. I love to go 5-0 free on recorded message. 1-800-244-5506. Information wins. John Anthony Sports, #1 against the spread. Denver, Kansas City is huge. Call 1-800-244-5506. You want information? I've got it. I love to go 5-0 or the season free. Call the recorded message line, 1-800-244-5506. 5 big plays, John Anthony has you covered. That's 1-800-244-5506 or go to johnanthonysports.com.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, you. The one on the couch who just told your friend you can't go out because you're busy? Ready to get real about your psoriasis? When your current treatments don't do enough to help control the inflammation beneath the skin, causing plaques and pain, stressing and scratching, it's time to stop hiding and get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
The UTSA Roadrunners are back in the Dome this Saturday against UAB. I'm April Lancira. Join me in packing the Dome by getting your tickets today. Go to utsafootballtickets.com. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now at utsafootballtickets.com.
It's the Awesome Tickets Pro Football Pick'em Challenge on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your shot at $50,000 nationally, while weekly winners locally get a $50 gift card to Five Oaks Ace Hardware on Thousand Oaks. At the end of the season, locally, the best overall record wins the San Antonio Grand Prize of $1,000 worth of tickets to any event from Awesome Tickets. Sign up today at sasportstar.com.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. Angle, I'm Jason Minix. Every Thursday at this time, joined by Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys. Stephen, always appreciate the time. After a week like this week has been, the way the game went in San Francisco, as you can imagine, fans want to get rid of this guy, fire that guy. How do you guys stay calm and stay the course?
Well, we know it's a long season. Of course, most people been around sports, been around the NFL in terms of the people who are, involved in our team, whether it's the coaching staff, support staff, players, ownership, management. Everybody's been around sports, and everybody knows, what's at stake here, and that it's also a long season. And we believe in what we built here. Obviously, one of the bigger disappointing losses we've had in a while in terms of really thinking, where we were and, really thought we were prepared and put a lot into the game. But, those things can happen in sports. And we just have to put it in our rearview mirror now, learn from it, and be ready to move forward.
Stephen, when you say that, and obviously you guys, you and Jerry and everybody up there and Mike can do that. When you look at the players, and I know there was a lot of emotion with that football game. What have you seen from the players so far this week as they prepare for the Chargers on Monday night?
Just a resolve to want to get back out and show, that we're a much better team than we displayed, against the 49ers. And we just feel like we'll go out there and we'll play well and put that loss behind us and look forward to the future.
Stephen Jones joining us here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star as he joins us on the Buyers Barricades guest line. What was the most frustrating part for you guys, not only watching the game, but breaking down the film about what went wrong in San Francisco?
Well, I just think it was, as you look at anything, you can see all the reasons why you didn't have success. And certainly we didn't execute, didn't do well on third downs. We had some very makeable third downs that we didn't get the job done. Got to give San Francisco credit. They certainly made the plays they needed to make to get us out on third downs. And then, of course, we didn't get them out. And we had them make 12 chances on third down, and they made 6 of them, and 3 of which were penalties at inopportune times for ourselves, and would have been key stops that would have, obviously kept the energy in the game and kept the game close. But we didn't make the plays when we had to, and that's what we have to learn from. We've got to execute. We've got to clean the game up. Of course, the other thing we didn't do was, we didn't make plays on the ball on defense, and unfortunately in the second half, we, you turn the ball over way too many times to be in the game with a really good football team like the 49ers.
Stephen, when you look at it, there was a lot made, obviously, in the offseason about Mike McCarthy calling the plays. When you look at what has happened over the first 5 games of this season, how do you feel about the play calling? Are you still confident in Mike McCarthy?
Yes, totally confident in Mike. I think going into the 49er game, we were, really moving the ball well. We knew we had some, red zone issues that were well documented, but felt like we were moving the ball up and down the field. We were possessing the ball. We were playing complementary football to the defense. I think we were averaging almost 34 minutes in time of possession. We were doing everything well. Unfortunately, against the 49ers, it didn't go so well. And like I said, we just have to we certainly looked at the tape. Everybody learned from the tape. We got to put that in the rearview mirror and look forward to having a really good season.
And again, looking forward as we visit with Stephen Jones here on the Blitz. You got the Chargers coming up on Monday night. Obviously, Kellen Moore is probably chomping at the bit to get a chance to go against that Dan Quinn defense, and that defense has taken some heavy injuries with no Leighton Vander Esch and Diggs. How concerned are you about the defense right now, Stephen? Stephen, can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
I think we
Sounds
lost.
like we lost
Stephen. All right, we lost Stephen Jones. Don't know if we'll reconnect or not. That was. I could hear him saying.
I could hear him say hello. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. And look, obviously the Cowboys. Stephen's going to say all the right things. Obviously, he said the same thing that Jerry said when it comes to Mike McCarthy. So that's kind of where they feel. They've circled the wagons, and it's the Dallas Cowboys against everybody else at this point in time. And we'll see what happens on Monday night.
Certainly feels that way. Stephen Jones on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. And I guess he's right in the answer of, if you've been in sports long enough, you're going to have games like that. And why? So you can't panic. And those guys in the room can't panic. You as a fan can panic. As a talk show host, we can point things out. They've got to stay the course. The question is making sure the belief in the room with the players. And, today a lot of the players were talking, and that's what they were saying. It's behind us. Put it in the rear view and move on. And it's, I think, a lot easier for those guys. It's their job. It's a little bit different. If you have a bad day at your job, you go into work the next day and you try to be better at it, or you get fired. And that's the kind of way the sports world works. You get a lot of chances until you don't. Then you get fired. You look at what Bill Belichick is going through right now. At some point in the near future, it looks like Bill Belichick is going to get fired. How Robert Kraft frames it, was it his choice, it's time to go, or not? But I mean, what they've got going on in New England right now, if it wasn't Bill Belichick, that coach would be gone.
Well, yeah, he would be, and Bill Belichick probably should be gone. But I think Bill Belichick, when you look at him, he's going to know. He knows. I don't think he'll stick around at the party too long. You know what I mean? Back to the Cowboys though for just a minute, because look, they're going to say these things publicly. And that was a great answer about, we've all been in sports. Yes, and all of that is true. But there were so many red flags in that game. And there have been with that offense in particular that they have to be a little bit concerned. And you hear Mike McCarthy stumbling around on the podium today when he's asked about the identity of his offense. He can't really put a finger on it. There's got to be some nervous folks over there, especially a guy like Mike McCarthy, who knows that this year he's putting his neck on the line. And he's got to produce. And going into this game on Monday night, McCarthy of anybody else has just got to be hoping that something comes together and they can look a hell of a lot better than they have so far.
When you look at it, for Mike McCarthy, if you're Mike McCarthy, and we said this, I mean, you're not happy with the offense, even though the Cowboys say he's not on the hot seat, you feel like you're on the hot seat. You got to go down doing it your way. And Mike McCarthy made his bones in the NFL as a play caller. So it feels right that we've at least, and I say we, the Joneses have at least given him the opportunity to call plays. That's the skill set that enabled him to become a Super Bowl winning head coach. So for him not to call plays, if he were to have stuck with Kellen Moore and then Jerry Jones decided to make a change, you have to wonder, did they miss out on an opportunity by not giving him that chance? But through 5 games, yikes. Right. And I do think when they're breaking down film, looking at stuff, there have been games where the offense has moved right down the field. The red zone has been the red zone. And you figure at some point they'll get that figured out. From a positive outlook, which is what Stephen basically said, you look at the film and it showed you a lot of areas where there is concern and what you can hopefully do better, because the Cowboys are a better team than what they had on display the other night. But they've got to go out and prove it.
What was disappointing to me about the game on Sunday night was the fact that the Cowboys had no response. I mean, the Niners came out and popped them right in the mouth, and the Cowboys just kind of cowered in the corner. I mean, honestly, And it's just they had no fight back. It's just that we were going to pout on the sidelines, and nobody was coming out and trying to pop them back in the mouth, and it just didn't happen. And for me, that's concerning, because if a football team doesn't have some pride and some fight in them, and we're going to see that on Monday night, are the Cowboys going to come out with some pride, with a chip on their shoulder and want to show the world? Because again, this is a national game. They're the only game going on at that point in time. Everybody's going to be watching to see the response from the Dallas Cowboys, and it's got to be a good one.
I didn't expect Steven to say, I was surprised we got pushed around, that we were bullied. But I got to believe that has to be one of the bigger disappointments for Jerry and Steven.
Has to be.
Because when they got bullied and pushed around in the playoff game in Dallas 2 years ago by the 49ers, that is something that Jerry, remember, it took him a couple days to talk to the one thing that seemed to bother him the most is they got bullied, and they wanted to fix that. And so they went out and they got some dogs. They got some guys that could go out there and and they got bullied and pushed around again by the San Francisco 49ers.
And there was no response. I mean, even if you get beat 42-10, if you feel like you're in there, you're trying to punch back, you're trying to fight back. I just didn't see any of that. And you see CeeDee Lamb on the sidelines pouting. Micah Parsons doing Micah Parsons things. I mean, he couldn't get anything going. Nobody could get anything going. It just didn't seem like there was a lot of fight in the Cowboys that night. So what I'm looking for on Monday night is to see they need to come out with a chip on their shoulder. We got embarrassed on national television in front of 23 million people, some of the highest ratings NBC's had for a Sunday night football game. Everybody in the country saw the Cowboys just totally get stomped. What kind of chip on their shoulder are they going to have when they go into L.A. on Monday night? Is it going to be a different Cowboy football team? You hope that's the case. But if it's not, then you've got some problems, and it may not necessarily be X's and O's.
What do you guys think? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. You can call, you can text, you can tweet, X at Joe Reinagle 210, at Jason Minix. Because when you look at the Chargers team that's coming up, and you look at the Chargers defense going against this Dallas Cowboys offense, I mean, Mike McCarthy, I mean, they got some, even though we all laugh and joke about the Chargers defense, they've got some players on that side of the ball.
Well, I mean, they're premier. Without doubt, their skill set speaks for itself. And they have the ability to take over a game, just like Khalil did against the Raiders. So, I think they're a really good fit for the 3-4 and how they utilize them, and everything starts with those rushers. So the other thing I've been impressed with is the efficiency and the timing of their stunts in games. So to answer your question, they're experienced. They're obviously super talented, but they've seen all the things that have been done to them as far as the extra attention and so forth. It's all part of the chess match come Monday night.
And it's going to be interesting to see a guy like Joey Bosa is questionable going into that game. Khalil Mack is Khalil Mack. He's a stud. There's no question about that. Asante Samuel, on the corner, he's good too. But they have given up some points. I mean, they have, and their defense has been exposed. The Cowboys should be able to do that, should be able to move the football against the Chargers. Question is now, and not taking anything away from the Cowboys defense, they've still got a lot of talent on that side, but they've lost two huge pieces. We know about Trayvon and now Leighton Vander Esch, who was the quarterback of that defense. I think that we're not making enough about that. And I think people say, well, Leighton Vander Esch, okay, no big deal, but it is a big deal.
Losing Leighton Vander Esch, let's go back a few years, is like when you lost Sean Lee. And the unfortunate part, or fortunate part, depending on how you want to look at it, is because of all the injuries to Sean Lee, you never really got to embrace just how great he was, and they learned how to play without him.
Yeah.
And I do think the Cowboys have learned how to play without Leighton Vander Esch. I mean, keep in mind, they were at the point where they were ready to move on from him because they couldn't rely on him. And, no big contract, all that kind of stuff that comes with it. And he came back last year and he played great and was able to stay healthy. This year, he's hurting in the 5th game, and they're thin at linebacker. I mean,
big time.
You go back to the Overshown injury, where this would be the prime opportunity for him if with some of the other injuries out there, let alone the secondary, Goodwin, all of those guys from the injury standpoint. So to me, that great defense is, that was nice, but they're not that anymore. So can they help each other out, mask things, who's covering for who? Because some of those wide open guys, and you could see switches that weren't made, finger pointing, and it's some of that excuse, reason, but you've got guys that are playing roles that they weren't expecting to play, or guys that aren't near as good as what the guys in front of them were. Now you're out there and expecting the same thing, and that just isn't going to happen. But when I see finger pointing, especially when a switch was made, you're going in man or zone, and a guy thinks you're going to pick that guy up in this area, and that's just communication, and that's something that Dan Quinn can work on. On the offensive side now, they've got to figure out how to get those weapons involved. They got to figure out, this could be a big game for CeeDee Lamb. This needs to be a big game for CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, and he needs to step up. And that was disappointing too. And I know that a lot of so-called number one wide receivers do that when they're not getting the football thrown their way, but he was just pouting on the sidelines. Hey, come on. I mean, I know it was a bad night for everybody wearing a star in their helmet, but, look, hopefully he will rebound. Hopefully Brandon Cooks will get going. That's a guy they need to get going. Stretch the field a little bit. Send him deep. And I know it was stupid because we're talking about that dude asking the question at Penn State, but you know what? I'd be okay with it. Just say, Brandon, run as fast as you can, pal, as far as you can, and Dak, throw the football as far as you can. And you know what? And at this point in time, you got to do something different. And because what the Cowboys have been doing now offensively, it hasn't been working. They got to do something.
You look at a game like that, everybody's going to question everything. We all knew Sunday night watching the game, it's going to be a long week for the Cowboys. The question that I didn't expect is the questions about, is CeeDee Lamb a bona fide number one wide receiver? That was the one area of all the shots coming at the Cowboys. That was one that I was like, I didn't expect that to go there this week, but I think it's a legitimate question because you're going to get paid like a number one, or at least you want to get paid like a number one. You've got to go play like a number one. Mike McCarthy was asked today what he actually considers a number one wide receiver, and he knew exactly where the reporter was going.
I really don't have an opinion on wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's not how I view it. To me, that's more of a personnel evaluation category. But if you're asking me if CeeDee is clearly a wide receiver 1 category, I'd say absolutely. But yeah, I don't. I think you got to watch yourself. I think you got to be very careful of when you build a passing game or you're building profile tapes, for your personnel interaction with, coaches and personnel department on how you classify in categories. Cause there's no absolutes in this league. I mean, you can take players away, defenses can double two perimeter players on your offense every snap if they truly wanted to. So, I mean, yeah, so I believe in the training of positions and utilizing their skill set. And his skill set is definitely at the level of a wide receiver 1. But I look at it as more as a personnel category.
Boy, that is about as politically correct as you can get. I mean, Mike McCarthy knows that there is a pecking order for wide receivers. All right, so that BS that he just spouted there was that BS. I mean, he knows that CeeDee Lamb is supposed to be his number one wide receiver, and if he was confident what CeeDee is doing, he would have said, Absolutely. CeeDee Lamb is our number one guy. He's the guy that's got to get it done. He didn't say that.
But
he danced around the issue.
As a play caller, though, and he has talked about this a lot, and we've seen this in all 5 games, they spread the ball around so much. There is not seemingly a favorite wide receiver. The favorite target is a tight end, and it doesn't seem to matter which one, whoever's playing tight end. You look at, CeeDee Lamb frustrated because he's not getting the ball, frustrated because his stats are not going to be reflective of that as a number one wide receiver when he's at the negotiating table with Jerry Jones trying to get up there in the Jamar Chase neighborhood.
Well, maybe you want to get open. How about that?
Well, there
get
is
open.
that.
It is that. And if you're going to call plays for this guy, don't spread the ball around. I mean, I just look back at every premier wide receiver. I'll take the Buffalo Bills. They don't spread the ball around. They got a number one most of the time. Devontae Adams when he was Green Bay. You know exactly where Aaron Rodgers was throwing the football. It was going right to Adams just about every time. And every bona fide, Justin Jefferson, obviously poor guy's not healthy and he's out for a while, but you know where Kirk Cousins wants to throw the football? See, if CeeDee Lamb wants to be in that group, then he needs to put himself in that group. He can't pout his way to it on the sidelines.
And what we don't know, and we don't know this, are there plays that are called for CeeDee where he's the number one option, where he's just not getting open and Dak is having to go elsewhere? And I would, if Dak is shown this year, he doesn't want to turn the ball over. Take the San Francisco game out. I mean, coming into that game, he had 1 interception, and the 3 were all in the second half the other night when that game was already out of reach. I mean, he still threw them. But I'm just saying, up until that moment, the first 4.5 games, if you weren't open, Dak wasn't throwing the ball there. It was checking down, which is the smart thing to do. Value the football, take care of the football. And so I don't know, and we don't know, and Mike McCarthy isn't going to tell us, and neither, quite frankly, is CeeDee Lamb. It was the play called for him. You're not getting open, so I'm going elsewhere. And they know that in the room. Mike McCarthy could have said there's been a lot of plays called for CeeDee where he hasn't beaten his coverage yet, because there's a lot of those.
He's not going to say that.
He's not going to say that, but he could. But you look at, watch the game. Tell me who's open. I mean, we were. Let's go back to the Arizona game. All the bitching in the red zone. You go back and you watch every one of those plays. Tell me who's open in the red zone. And then finally, when Dak did force it, it was a stupid throw. But Brandon Cooks wasn't open. He just was trying to get one in there. Nobody was getting open, and that includes CeeDee Lamb, who wants to be paid like a number one wide receiver.
Which is another huge red flag, is it not? Because look, the last time I checked, Arizona didn't have the premier secondary in the National Football League.
Oh, but Hall of Fame of no names.
They certainly looked like it when they played the Dallas
Hall
Cowboys.
Of Fame. Let me say it that way.
San Francisco obviously is a much better defense than the Arizona Cardinals. And I mean, at some point in time, it's route running. It's exactly what it is. And these guys, maybe CeeDee Lamb is just not a good route runner. Maybe he's not. Maybe Michael Gallup's not. I don't know, but they're not getting open for whatever reason. But CeeDee, maybe that's something he needs to work on, is running routes. And it's too bad Amari Cooper's not there to help him out with that, because Amari Cooper's probably the best route runner I've seen.
Yeah, he is. And that trade, it looks worse and worse, especially after something like this.
I wasn't trying to rub salt in the wound there. I was just saying.
No, you have a whole bag of salt there. But that trade is looking more and more like, Bill O'Brien sending D-Hop to the desert for a bag of chips and
Looks
a pop.
that way.
I mean, it's just nuts how bad that trade is looking the further we get away from that trade of Amari Cooper. And a big part of the discussion is there's no real identity to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
Nope,
and Mike McCarthy was asked about the identity of the offense. And you tell me when we come back if you can make heads or tails out of what Mike McCarthy's trying to tell us what the identity of the offense is. We'll play that audio for you coming up here next on The Blitz.
I can see clearly now how bad of a trade that was. And you know why I can see clearly? Because of my friends at Parkhurst New Vision. Had lens replacement surgery about 3 months ago, and I tell you what, it may be the best thing I've done. I see better now than I've seen in 30 years. It is incredible. It's just amazing. It's changed my life completely. I was tired of dragging the readers around, sick of the glasses all the time, and just sick of being embarrassed in a restaurant where I got to put my light from my phone on to read. Well, guess what? I don't have to do that anymore. And if you're like me, you're sick of that, you need to give my friends at Parkhurst New Vision a call, 210-585-2020. You can also check them out online at sanantoniolasik.com. They offer a variety of services like the lens replacement surgery I had. They do LASIK as well. They also do cataract surgery, all of which are going to change the way you see the world. Look, you got nothing to lose. You give them a call, you go visit with them, you ask them questions. They'll take care of you just like they took care of me. Parkhurst New Vision, 210-585-2020.
Texas A&M football is on 94.1 San Antonio's Star. 30. It's the Aggies and Tennessee in an SEC battle. Presented by Ewald Kubota, Just Pots, ABC Home and Commercial Services, The Angry Elephant, Airtron Heating and Air Conditioning, and 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus, plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
Hi, this is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we've represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Visit CordellCordell.com to take the first step.
Offices in San Antonio, Austin, and St. Louis. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's attorneys. Online at CordellCordell.com.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how's the back pain now? 22.
Wonky work from home desks have Dane's Acupuncture booked up.
You need to get in, but this week's all full.
But finding more practitioners has them on pins and needles.
You know, my lunch is in 20 minutes. How fast can you get here?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's football season, and the Roo Pub is kicking off their 10-year anniversary party. Over the past decade, the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch a game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. College football, pro football, the games are on at the Roo. Aggie fans, every game will be on with sound. And when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Celebrating 10 years, the Roo Pub next to the Angry Elephant, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Now's the time to head out to your nearest Ewald Kubota dealer and get a great deal on a brand new Kubota M-Series tractor during the Ewald Kubota Inventory Reduction Sale. Get a feature-loaded M5, 6, or 7 with powerful engine options. And with Kubota, you get comfort, quality, and value. So get a great deal on the Kubota M-Series during the Ewald Kubota End-of-Year Inventory Reduction Sale. From the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas for over 75 years, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
This Monday, our Cowboys are taking on the Chargers, and we are pre-gaming live from Slackers Sports and Arcade Bar. Come by and hang out during happy hour with the Blitz, starting at 2 p.m. We're going to be covering all things Cowboys, and we have your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets. It's this Monday, starting at 2 p.m. live at Slackers Medical Center location. Happy hour drinks, sports on all screens. Your chance to win Adam Sandler tickets and other freebies. Come join the party. Slackers Medical Center this Monday. Go Cowboys!
Have you gotten your hands on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB yet? Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds offer big, bold flavors like sea salt and cracked black pepper, spicy dill, and Korean barbecue. Bonus, you're going to love the low-carb, high-protein, bacony crunch. Pick up your favorite flavors of Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at HEB today. Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Be big, be bold, be adventurous. Learn more at southernrecipesmallbatch.com.
KTFM Floresville. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, your home for the Aggies. San Antonio's Sports Center.
It's the Taylor Swift Show tonight on Thursday Night Football. Broncos in Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Taylor Swift supposed to be in the building for her new boyfriend, Travis Kelce, who is expected to play. Of course they're new. You can catch that game on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM starting at 6:30. Astros, Rangers, ALCS. How about that? Starts Sunday, 6:30, right on ESPN 1250.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons. Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. He's Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. Thursday afternoon, we do have Thursday Night Football tonight.
The Taylor Swift Show.
Sure. Chiefs.
What's the over and under on how many times we see her in the press box? Or the suite, I guess, not the press box. Let's put an over and under on that, Minix.
You know, according to Al, they had a production meeting and they weren't going to let the sideshow become the show.
Well, Al probably got overruled.
Well, it depends. I mean, if it's a blowout second half, a lot.
Yeah. Got to be an over and under on that.
I'm going to go 11.
That's the over and under?
Is there a prop bet?
There's got to be.
Pledge Googled it. And what's the prop bet for tonight? Pledge.
I don't know. I'm reading. I'm trying to find it.
You're supposed to know these things. You're the Swiftie. Wow.
I'm a Swiftie.
Hold on. Apparently, not only is there over-unders on how many times they will show her, primary coloring of her covering her torso.
Oh, wow. Just the torso.
Just the torso. Last year, she went with jorts the other night in New York.
Yeah, she did. They were blue jean jorts, weren't they?
I think all jorts are blue jeans.
Are they?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Really, that's why they're called jorts.
Is the combination of jean and short.
Oh.
Jort.
Well, they were jeans. All right, so good. I'm glad she did that.
Somewhere, David Hinojosa from the San Antonio Express News, who is president of Jorts America.
Is he really?
Is very mad at you that you did not know jorts.
I had no clue. I mean, you know.
You've heard the term jorts.
Sure.
You never realized that was just combining jeans and shorts?
No. Am I supposed to do that?
And apparently, those are some of the more expensive jorts that you could buy, and they can't sell them fast enough.
Well, it's Taylor Swift.
I mean, she wore them. The problem is most of the people wearing those don't look like Taylor Swift in those jorts.
Well, you know, what's interesting is that when I was a kid, Mom would just cut those off. So I was wearing jorts before they were jorts.
Well, no, they were jorts. I think that's literally how they were designed.
We never called them jorts.
Well, you didn't. You were in Alice, Texas. But everybody else, you know, when Mom turned your jeans into shorts, you got jorts.
And then they get the little needle and make sure all the little fluffy stuff was fluffy. You know what I mean? Because you can't just cut jeans.
We don't need Joe and saying fluffer on radio.
You can't just cut jeans.
Are you a fluffer?
And then it looks, well, you got to have the little ruffle things, you know, the little.
Now you pay extra for that. I mean,
I know.
You've got 5 daughters. I couldn't believe it when my kid wanted to buy jeans that had holes in them. That were more
wasn't doing that.
than jeans with no holes in them.
All right.
All right, we can't find an
over. Nah, it's okay.
All right.
We could have our own.
Ray would rather start over.
That wascal
Ray would rather hear about Taylor Swift than the Dallas Cowboys, apparently, right, Ray?
That is right. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm tired of Taylor Swift. There's nothing about that. But honestly, guys, like I said, where's Mike McCarthy saying that they were going to run the ball? Didn't he say they were going to run the ball?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yep. And what is our rushing yards?
I don't know.
Not much. I mean, do you have Tony Pollard on your fantasy team? You sound like a guy that has Tony Pollard on a fantasy team.
I thought about that, and I was like, thank God I don't have him on my fantasy team because, like I said, he's been NIA.
Well, Ray, I've got Tony Pollard on my fantasy team. That's all you need to know about how my fantasy season is going.
He had one good game. He had 120 yards
against Arizona, and they lost. They didn't score in the damn red zone. Rico Dowdle got that one.
Pollard's got 340 yards on the season right now.
And in 5 games, that's awful.
Well, it's 70 yards a game.
That's awful.
It's not good. Rico Dowdle has 95.
In 5 games.
Uh-huh. Wow, Deuce Vaughn has 40.
He's almost matched his jersey number.
He should start.
He's getting close to his height chart.
Maybe we'll see a gadget play or two out of Mike McCarthy this week.
Glad you got that one. You didn't.
How tall is he? 4'0".
He's almost at the height chart.
Almost. So he's got to get to 53 yards.
Mike McCarthy today. Now, I will say this about Mike, who will be on with Rob and Rudy tomorrow morning, as he is every Friday, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. Mike McCarthy, there is a report. They've been up at the office all night, not going home. Tell your family we'll see you next week because they've got to fix this, right? So I'm going to blame lack of sleep for the ramblings on the podium today for the Dallas Cowboys head coach. Clarence Hill Jr. of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram tweeted, I asked him this question and I got a bunch of word salad. The question to Mike McCarthy was about the lack of identity for his offense and what is the identity of this offense. And you can listen to this. It's a damn near 2-minute long answer. Maybe he's been spending too much time with Jerry, who turns 81 tomorrow.
How about that?
But when you hear this answer, you'll question who's 81 and who isn't.
Well, I think there's clearly, I mean, and we knew this coming out of camp, and I think just kind of where you are as far as how when you do make changes. We knew there were going to be some things in protection that we just, we needed more work on because it's different. There's things in the passing game that we needed to work on. They're different, and we'll continue to grow that. So I have great confidence in that. I think the run, concepts were, some of the things are probably the less new learning segments for our offense. So you work through that. But yeah, I mean, continuity consistency is obviously that we're extremely focused on. I mean, I think when you look at the full ball wax, 5 weeks, there's been, consistency as far as, because number one, I mean, you have to score points in this league. I mean, in the modern NFL, I mean, you look at all the critical elements to being a championship, football team. Scoring points is way up there. So
wow,
not way up there. It's number one.
But, one of the things we want to also focus on because of the strength of our defense is, taking care of the ball, number one, which we did not do in our last contest, and number two is, having the discipline and patience if we have to go the long route because that benefits the time of possession and keeps our defense fresh and playing to their strengths. So those are all visual, philosophical approaches of how you want your team to look. But at the end of the day, those conversations are for establishing menus of how, particularly on offense, how you're going to run it, how you're going to throw it, how you're going to protect it, and then as you get into the games, no different than this week. You look at all the elements that they bring to the table. Coming off a bye week, they're getting healthy. We got some players that are coming back that we haven't seen a whole lot of this year. So you factor that in.
And again, that's explaining the identity of your offense. How
put together a plan.
Did he ever explain it?
Well, see, we got
what is the identity? Do we know now after that answer?
Well, so you go to the menu and you look over here and you got appetizers, and then so
there's shrimp cocktail.
Maybe I want something over here in the seafood area, but I'm really kind of thinking steak. But why wife said we got to eat vegetables, so maybe a chopped salad. Man, that looks good for somebody else, not me.
Chopped salad.
Or what are those? Wedge salad. You can go chopped
No,
salad.
those are good. Wedge salads are good.
Wedge salad depends on where. I mean, there are
Well,
some
true.
places with a good wedge salad, but I'd still rather not fill up on a wedge salad if I'm at a steakhouse, even though it might be a wonderful wedge salad.
Well, it is. I mean, I've been to many places where you get the wedge salad and then you still can enjoy a steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the salad bar at the Brazilian steakhouse. Why?
Yeah, you don't.
Why?
No, don't do
Why?
it. No.
Right? I mean, but that's kind of how I feel listening to Mike McCarthy. Again, he was asked specifically about the identity of the offense because right now, if it were a crime scene, you would have to go to dental records to figure it out.
Well, and that's a good way to look at it. I'll give you that. It's just he doesn't know. I don't think he knows. Dak Prescott doesn't know. I don't think anybody in that offense knows what the identity is. Wasn't CeeDee Lamb asked that, and he said he didn't know?
Well, again, when they decided to part ways with Kellen Moore, we're going to run the ball, right? We're going to run the ball. Tony Pollard had 4 carries in the first half against San Francisco.
Yeah.
When it was still a game. 4 in the first half. He finished with 8. The third downs, they weren't picking up. They're not stretching the field. They go out and get a guy like Brandon Cooks to stretch the field. They're not doing that. Whatever he thought, because he talks about visual concepts, and all I can imagine, and I'm not good at this. You know how people can walk into an empty house and visualize how it's going to be decorated,
right?
And, put a couch here and a plant over there, and I look, can my TV fit right there on the wall? Cool, couch here, cool, beer fridge, cool, buy the house.
That's it.
I can't walk into a big empty space and visualize. Some people are very good at that. For example, you and I did a walkthrough at a new poker house that's coming called the Big Blind.
Yes,
we walked in there and it was just big open space, and they were like, "Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that," and I was like, "All right, cool." I couldn't see any of it. As we've watched them build it out, it all makes more sense now. What I heard Mike McCarthy telling us in April and May and June and in August about this big empty room of what it's going to look like, what I'm seeing now is you went to Walmart, got a couple of lawn chairs and a plastic table and a Coleman cooler, and that's calling that your living room setup.
I just think, look, Mike McCarthy has a vision of what he thinks the West Coast or Texas Coast or whatever the hell they're calling it these days, and it's just not meshing with Dak Prescott or the receivers either. And then it's not. Look, Tony Pollard, whether he just didn't get the opportunities against San Francisco, but I think he's run the football pretty well.
He has.
He really has.
But he didn't get the opportunities.
He didn't.
Why?
But that's what I'm saying. Well,
that's on Mike McCarthy.
Well, sure. But I mean, Dak doesn't look comfortable. None of the receivers look comfortable. And so I don't know what he's doing or how he's changed that or what he's expecting. I just think Dak is thinking too much. He's thinking too much, and that's a problem.
It is a problem. And again, the play calling has been a problem, I think, really all season long. Even when they were winning games big, I've been bitching about the play calling since really the beginning of the season.
Yeah,
I mean,
no doubt.
It's bad that way. It's back to the phones. Mario, you're on the Blitz. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. I just wanted to say, I don't know if Jerry Jones has ever fired a coach mid-season, but if they keep showing up like this,
he's done it once. He's done it once. And
who was it? You remember?
Wasn't it Wade?
Was it Wade?
After a night in Green Bay? They got their ass kicked in Green Bay, of all places.
Could have been Wade.
It was Wade.
Yeah. Okay. You know that for a fact.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't think you did until you heard Pledge yelling it over here in the glass.
Pledge didn't yell it.
He did.
He yelled yes when you questioned it.
Yeah. And you just had a goofy look on your face.
Well, I said Wade initially. He's done it one time. I don't think he's close to doing it with Mike McCarthy.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I honestly don't think so.
It was week 5. All right. We got to see what happens moving forward. I just have no confidence in this offense, or certainly no confidence in the Cowboys if they meet up with that team in it's not red. Is it red? Red and gold? It's got to be a different name. They're in San Francisco. It's got to be a fancy name. It's not red and gold, is it?
Literally. John McClain joins us next. Man, I'd love to talk about C.J. Stroud, but Astros Rangers. That's probably what's going to dominate the conversation. Next, here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Woods Comfort Systems. Yeah, I know the Woods family. I've known them for a long, long time, and they are celebrating a big-time anniversary. Get this, 67 years. They've been in business 67 years, and they are celebrating, and they want to say thank you to all of you. And right now, they've got a great deal. It's a furnace safety check. Eventually, it's going to get cold around here, and you're going to want to make sure that that heater is working like it's supposed to. Well, their furnace safety check, normally $129, is only $67 for a limited time. Call now for details or to schedule your visit with one of their factory-trained technicians to take advantage of the 67th year anniversary special. The phone number to call, 877-324-6902. That number again, 877-324-6902. Or you can go to woodscomfortsystems.com, where you can also ask them about a free second opinion and up to $1,000 buyback program. The deals just keep getting better and better and better. Call Woods Comfort Systems, 877-324-6902, 877-324-6902, or go to woodscomfortsystems.com.
It's Dallas Cowboys football on 94.1 San Antonio. It's Monday. It's the Cowboys and Chargers at 6 p.m.
Prescott in the gun, back looking, standing. Hurry up, throw the right flat, caught. Pollard, 25, 20 on the right sideline. Pollard streaks in. Touchdown.
Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chunk Law, Ewald Kubota, Mother's Window Tint, Woods Comfort Systems, and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The UTSA Roadrunners are back in the Dome this Saturday against UAB. Hi, I'm April Lancira. Join me in packing the Dome Saturday by getting your tickets today. Go to UTSAFootballtickets.com.
Hi, I'm quarterback Frank Harris. I want to see you Saturday as we play our first ever AAC home game. You don't want to miss the party. We need you there.
It's our UTSA Roadrunners against UAB this Saturday at 7 p.m. in the Alamo Dome. Don't miss out on the excitement. Get your tickets now at UTSAFootballtickets.com. That's UTSAFootballtickets.com.
Hey guys, are you over 30? Let's talk about testosterone and performance. Your testosterone can decline at an average of 1% to 2% a year after you turn 30. And Revive Men's Health have been experts at treating men with low testosterone and ED since 2011. We're the clinic guys come to when their current treatment isn't working. They have a complicated medical condition, or they're just not happy with their performance. We love what we do and the patients we care for. You can ask our patients. We did, and we have a 99% patient satisfaction rate this year. Our patients even tell us we're more affordable than their insurance deductibles and copays. Let's get to the bottom of your issues and fix them. That's what we do, and we do it really well. Book your T-check and exam today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or send us a private message at revivemenshealth.com.
This new Wendy's Frosty flavor is way too exciting to keep under wraps. It's a brand new, first-of-its-kind flavor. Get this, pumpkin spice. I know, right? It's so good. It's rich, it's cozy. It's the perfect flavor for some fall Frosty time. Watch, everyone will see it and jump on the bandwagon. Grab a never-before-seen Pumpkin Spice Frosty or Pumpkin Spice Frosty Cream Cold Brew today when you choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Vanilla Frosty is temporarily unavailable.
Discover, this is Danny.
Hi, it's Jen Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great. But with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Are you hungry? Because everyone left after the asparagus sorbet.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm attorney Steve Benke. If you've made the decision to divorce, you need an experienced attorney who can help. I've helped many people get through divorce, custody, child support, and alimony problems. Call me. I'm attorney Steve Benke.
210-DIVORCE or go to BenkeLaw.com.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
Have you Googled yourself lately?
Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article or sensitive personal information about your family? Search engines don't always get it right. For right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. One of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. Reputation Defender has been fixing people's search results for over 15 years. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, helping you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. Take control with Reputation Defender. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 to speak to an expert. That's 800-401-6681.
Football Friday on R&R in the morning at 6:45. We will be joined by Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy. What happened in San Fran? But more importantly, let's start looking at this Monday night game between the Chargers. 7:35, we're going to be joined by RJ Ochoa of Blog and the Boys. He had the 49ers winning this game, but I don't know if he had it like that. Now, back to the Blitz. Joe, I can't believe you sat there and told Bob Ballou that the Longhorns were a better team than OU. That was the silliest thing I've heard on this station all week long, and I've heard a lot of it.
Well, it's true.
Rudy J. from R&R in the morning says most of the silly things on this station, calling you out. It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He is Silly Joe Reinagel. I'm Jason Minix. John McClain joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. And John, I'd love to talk a lot about C.J. Stroud and what he's done, but how about an all-Texas American League Championship Series? Let's talk Stros.
I'm writing a column right now for sportsradio610.com that baseball will never get better than this in the Lone Star State because they can never play for more than this. And this is the first, Houston versus Baja, Oklahoma. And it's people here are so excited. I must have asked 20 people today, would you take a guaranteed victory over the Rangers and a loss in the World Series, or would you take the possibility of losing to the Rangers and losing the World Series? Every one of them said they'd take the guarantee over the Rangers. People want to be, they've owned the Rangers for so long, 9-4 this season. But I tell you what, I don't know what happened, but when the Astros, after they lost 3 in a row to the Royals, 5 of 7 to the Royals, 2 of 3 to A's, everybody, even though they're diehard fans, nobody would say they were confident they were going to do what they've done. I didn't know they'd make the playoffs. Then they go to Seattle, 3 road games, Arizona, 3 road games, flip a switch. All of a sudden, they're playing like they did last year, and they win 5. The Rangers lose that last game, and they win the division. And then I thought, like everybody else, the Rangers have to be dead. Well, that's why you talk a Hall of Fame manager like Bruce Bochy out of retirement, because he wouldn't let his team collapse after the way they blew the division. And I thought, okay, they're going cross country from Seattle to Tampa. No way they're going to win that series. So they sweep it. Then they go to Baltimore. Okay, they're playing the 101 win Orioles. It's been a fun season for the Rangers. Maybe next year, and they stomp the Orioles 5-0, and then the Astros lose 1 to the Twins here, then beat them back to back at Target Field. The Astros road mastery is still going. We say here, hopefully the Astros can steal one of these first 2 here before they go to Globe Life Field, because they've been so much better on the road. The biggest question mark they have right now is Framber Valdez. Verlander's pitched great in his last 4 starts. They should put Christian Javier on the shelf next regular season, take him down in the playoffs, dust him off, because he's so much better in the playoffs. But Framber has had 3 bad starts in a row, and he will start the second game on Monday, where I will be, and I just can't wait. People are so fired up here, and I know they're fired up in the Metroplex too and across the state.
John, I have to ask you, and I go back to something you said about, I mean, the Astros haven't been as good at home, it seems, as they have on the road. I know you're not a psychiatrist, but play one on the radio, if you will. Why do you think that is for the Astros?
Counting the postseason series with the Twins, they are 40-43 at home. They are 53-30 on the road. So nobody, if we knew the answer to that, Joe, we could get Jim Crane to pay us a whole lot of money to tell us what it is. But Dusty Baker pointed out something, and it doesn't hold because it's not like it's an annual thing. He said, when I used to play home games, my daughter would come running in there, and she would jump on the bed and wake me up at 5 o'clock, and I couldn't go back to sleep, and I was tired all day. And he said, now when you're on the road, you have a routine, and we've got the routine down because we have confidence on the road. Not that he'd done it at home, but it's hard to believe. The Orioles were great on the road. They were even better than the Astros were, and the Rangers just finished them off and on the road. And so I don't know. I wish we did. You hope the Astros turn it around, but it doesn't matter. They do have home field advantage. I picked today on my Utopia football podcast the Astros to beat the Rangers in 7.
It's good if it goes 7. Could you imagine?
Well, I hope it does. That'd be great.
And you look at it, John. We never got an All Texas World Series. We've never had an All Texas Super Bowl. I know that the Rockets beat the Spurs in the conference finals back when Hakeem destroyed David. I know the Spurs beat the Mavericks in the conference finals. That's it, right? I mean, this is because we've never had this before with baseball. I mean, it's kind of crazy that this is the highest level because, there was the opportunity for an All-Texas Super Bowl, but the Oilers wet the bed in the second half up against Buffalo, if I remember correctly.
They did. And let me ask you guys something. I know in the San Antonio area is a big Cowboy stronghold and always will be. But are there more Astros or Rangers fans over there?
Astros,
yeah.
It's interesting, John. Forever San Antonio was an Astros town. But when the Rangers got good, and I'm like, for me, growing up, National League, I'm a National League guy. I was an Astros guy, and I'm a Rangers fan. They were my American League team. But when the Astros joined the American League and the Rangers were good and going to the World Series in the late 2000s, the Astros weren't even on TV in San Antonio because of that weird TV deal. And there was a pretty sizable shift because the Astros were so bad and not on television and not on radio, if I remember back then.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's when we kind of became a Rangers affiliate shortly after we launched in 2008. This radio station. So the Rangers' growth has certainly been there, but I do think it's still more of an Astros town.
I tell you what's amazing to me, Rangers have had great hitting all season, and the way Nathan Eovaldi has bounced back, he could pitch a no-hitter, and he's never going to be more than the second most famous native of Alvin, Texas. And And the trade for Montgomery was great. What I don't understand is how the Rangers bullpen could be so historically bad, and they've turned it around. They're not great like the Astros bullpen, which is best in baseball. But man, oh man! And at this time, the Astros all of a sudden Jose Abreu, who got blasted all season, then he turned it around in September. He's been great in the playoffs. And Jose Urquidy, their pitcher, who missed 3 months, then he was relegated to long relief, and he gets shelled, and they leave him out there to save the bullpen. Then he had to play an emergency start at Arizona when they had to win. He threw 6 shutout innings and pitched well last night. So they have some guys who've stepped up. These lineups are so powerful. The Astros didn't have Michael Brantley for 90% of the season. He's healthy. So the Rangers are healthy. They're healthy. I look for an incredible series, and you can't overlook what the Rangers have done after that loss to the Mariners in the last game. They've been fantastic, and they deserve so much credit for being able to turn it around the way they have. And of course, the Astros lose, it'll be because the Rangers are a better team, not because they beat themselves, because experience in a situation like this They just don't panic. Like Javier had the bases loaded, struck out 2 when we thought he was done. Jose Urquidy left him out there. He got a strikeout. Ryan Presley comes in, strikes out the side after he tripped and fell off the mound and limped around and threw 2 pitches in the dirt. So Dusty Baker has a lot of confidence in his players, and because they've earned it, and it's just going to be such a fun series. I hope it does go 7 games because the Texas will dominate the baseball world now that Arizona, which got swept by the Astros, beat the Dodgers. Don't you know the networks love having Arizona in there instead of the Dodgers when it comes to ratings? And it won't bother me whichever team wins the other one because I love watching the Phillies and the Braves. But people here are pumped, and I know people up there and all over the state are pumped. They're talking about baseball. Do you guys realize we live in a baseball state?
Yeah, we do, but it's all about the football. And I'm sure that some people are excited that the Texans play at home at noon and that game 1 is at 7 on Sunday night. And baseball was smart. They didn't put Texas in Houston against Monday Night Football with the Cowboys, game 2 at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Do the Cowboys still play?
Stop it,
Well,
John.
we'll see, John.
John
we'll see.
McClain, listen to him and read his work at sportsradio610.com and the Utopia podcast. John, always great to talk with you, man.
Hey, guys, good luck to those Cowboys. I bet Kellen Moore beat them.
Oh, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. John McClain on the Buyers Barricades guest line where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com.
Hey, we've had some rain. If you've noticed a leak in your roof, perhaps, or you just think maybe you need it checked out before we get some real bad weather and it starts to get cold. We need to call my friends at Stevens Roofing. Look, they're a family-owned company, a local company. They deal with the same weather that you and I deal with, not to mention the fact that they've been in business for a long, long time, and they're not going anywhere. If you think you have a problem with your roof, give Stevens Roofing a call. 210-785-0994. They're also online at stevensroofing.net. They're going to send somebody out. They'll check it out, and they'll give you an honest assessment. That's for sure. Any kind of project, whether it's commercial or you want a metal roof on your home, they're licensed by the city of San Antonio. That is important, and estimates are always free. So you want to make sure that that roof is safe and secure before the weather turns bad. Stevens Roofing, your local roofer, 210-785-0994, online at stevensroofing.net. Don't forget their saying, buy local, stay local, trust local with Stevens Roofing, 210-785-0994.
It's Thursday Night Football tonight on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. The Broncos and Chiefs collide tonight at 6:30. Presented by Fly by Yingling and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mother's Window Tint, your car stereo and auto security headquarters. We've got a deal on window tint, and we've got a deal on car alarms too. You got to get to Mother's Window Tint right now, because if you do, it's National Pizza Month, and we're going to give you a free 18-inch one-topping pizza from Sophia's Pizzeria. That's right. Come get your windows tinted. Come buy an auto alarm, get your stereo installed, and we're going to give you a free pizza. It makes going to Mother's Window Tint that much more special. All stores open Tuesday through Saturday in San Antonio, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. On the web at motherswindowtint.com. Like us on Facebook. Hey, I got an idea. Go to Mother's Window Tint today and get your windows tinted. Buy an alarm system and make sure you get a free pizza from Sophia's Pizzeria while you're there. Remember, do it at Mother's and save.
Hey, sports fans, this is the Ultimate Vegas Insider, John Anthony, and I'm on fire. To prove it, I'm releasing your Thursday Night Report absolutely free on recorded message line. Call 1-800-244-5506. I love tonight's matchup. Denver, Kansas City is a monster. Side and total. Denver, Kansas City, critical information confirmed, plus college football. That's 5 big plays. John Anthony has you covered. I love to go 5-0 free on a recorded message. 1-800-244-5506. Information wins. John Anthony Sports, #1 against the spread. Denver, Kansas City is huge. Call 1-800-244-5506. 5506. You want information? I've got it. I love to go 5-0 or the season free. Call the recorded message line 1-800-244-5506. 5 big plays. John Anthony has you covered. That's 1-800-244-5506 or go to johnanthonysports.com.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
Yep, I'm looking at the pages right now.
Thomas's translation company just lost its only 2 Spanish speakers. Without the right replacements, he'll be in problemas.
Yeah, we'll have those ready. Tonight's going to be a late one.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
The pandemic is over, but COVID-19 is here to stay. In fact, it's still among the top 5 leading causes of death in the U.S., just after heart disease and cancer. So this fall, stay up to date with the latest COVID-19 vaccines, just like you do with the flu, because you've got no time for 19. The vaccine may not be for everyone. Please consult with your doctor. Brought to you by Moderna.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney and owner of the Thompson Law Firm right here in San Antonio. In the short amount of time I have to talk to you, I want you to remember 2 things. First, if you or a family member is injured in an auto collision, remember, you need to call an attorney as soon as you can after the collision. I don't have enough time to tell you the many, many reasons why, but trust me, the earlier you contact an attorney, the better. Second, when you call is as important as who you call. I want you to call me, Jason Thompson, at 210-900-0400. I've been representing people injured in motor vehicle and trucking collisions for 28 years. Each place their trust in me to do everything it takes to attain a just and fair recovery and to get honest, trustworthy legal advice. You can trust me to do the same for you. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400 or at my website, alawyerforus.com.
Now is the best time to buy a Connecticut water softener. With current models being closed out to make way for the new ones, you can save big. Call Connecticut at 656-PURE and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you. That's 656-PURE.
It's the Mike McCarthy Show every Friday morning at 7 and 9 with R&R in the morning.
I'm all about winning. So when it has to do with winning, then it's part of our operation, our messaging, and our outlook.
A look at the Cowboys' upcoming game presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is the Blitz here on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. He is Joe Reinagle. I'm Jason Minix. Glad to have you along on this Thursday afternoon. If you're watching on YouTube, appreciate you. Subscribe to the San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel and drop in the comments and let us know that you've subscribed. And if you're subscribed and the geeks can verify that, you'll win a prize today. Don't know what the prize is. We got some George Gervin books, maybe some Adam Sandler tickets.
Who are the geeks? That's
Ernie.
Ernie. Okay. All right. All right.
Bert.
Bert and Ernie.
Ryan.
Love
Pledge.
Those guys. Well,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
Jason.
I don't know how to do all that stuff.
You're still a geek.
But I have to call the computer geeks to
right.
You know.
Well, and they're a hell of a lot smarter than we are. At least
they think they are.
Some things.
They think they are.
I see Ernie the other day coming by bragging because he's undefeated in our little fantasy football league here at Alpha Media.
Auto drafter.
Uh-huh. And he said, I'm 5-0.
Uh-huh.
He goes, I'm 100 points ahead of you. I'm like, dude.
Auto drafter.
It's week 5.
Hey, Rob Thompson auto drafted his way to a championship last year in our other league.
By the way, I got some guy by the name of Dak Hurts, or my Dak Hurts, that I'm going to kick his ass this week.
It's James Pledger.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Pledger's team name, my Dak Hurts.
Uh-huh.
All of our Daks hurt against San Francisco.
Yes.
You know,
even Dax.
I'm seeing a bunch of stuff on Twitters. UTSA on their account, their Twitter account, X account, have a tweet. Make history with us Saturday night for our first home game in the AAC. And they got nice graphic, looks cool. Big games call for big crowds. And there's a ticket link.
Okay.
Well, I'm seeing a whole lot of people. Somebody has taken that artwork or photo or whatever you want to call it, and they're texting a bunch of people that's apparently some sort of scam link.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One of those phishing things. So if you get a text for tickets, be careful, because I've seen a lot of people tweet that, hey, don't open this. Kind of cool. We've made it. They're using us, the UTSA, to scam. If you want to get tickets to that game, it's easy. UTSAfootballtickets.com. It is a big game. It deserves a big crowd at the 7 o'clock kickoff. But be careful what you click on, because it does appear that there is a phishing scam with people that are texting, and the screenshots there. But it looks Out Rowdy Hawk tweeted out, "Ladies and gentlemen, we finally made it to the big time. We got official phishing scams set up exclusively for UTSA fans. Don't click this if you receive it."
These donkeys that do that kind of stuff.
That's where you can really say jackass.
Well, you can, but everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Just
But
stop
go all
man.
Justin Verlander, would you?
Gee whiz. No, I kind of like my job. I don't think I could get away with it.
Well, we got
like Justin did.
We got a bleep machine. He can afford the fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, all of the times now have been set, Jason, for the Houston, Texas ALCS. 7:15, as you mentioned, for game one, then 3:30, then game next Wednesday at 7:03.
Okay.
Thursday, 7:03.
Okay.
Game 5 then will be on Friday at 4:07. Game 6, 7:03, and if there is a game 7, 7:03 on Monday night, a week from next Monday.
No, I know you're just getting the emails. They did that a long time ago.
Oh, they did the whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't read the whole thing.
All
You
I
just read
cared about
2 of
was
them.
Monday night at the time.
Well, I'm here for the people that you're just selfish. Obviously.
I think we were all trying to figure out, did we have to divide attention on Monday night for the Cowboys, Chargers, and Astros, Rangers? And the answer is no. Now,
well, who plays next Monday night? That's the key. That would be a game 7 head-to-head against Monday Night Football.
Next Monday night, Niners and Vikings.
Oh, that's kind of a dud now that Justin Jefferson is out.
Hey, man, I mean, the Niners haven't played anybody that's full strength.
They haven't, huh?
No, it's kind of crazy, but not that it would have mattered against Dallas.
Cowboys weren't full strength. I guess Trayvon Diggs was out.
Yeah, Diggs was out.
That offensive line was all there, though.
Yeah, it didn't matter. But looking ahead to next week, what we're going to do for you here on the radio is here on 94.1 FM. It looks like Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have the Rangers broadcast here on the national ESPN broadcast over on AM 1250. Thursday night, obviously, we're going football. Jags and Saints is the Thursday night game next week, and then high school football next week. We'll have high school football on next week's game on the 20th. Will be Smithson Valley against Bernie Champion.
Dude, tomorrow's Friday the 13th.
Tomorrow is, and my name is Jason.
Scary stuff.
Mm-hmm. Not really. Tomorrow night's game is going to be good too. Reagan, Johnson. I imagine we'll see one of the two bands, if not both, do Thriller.
Probably,
because,
yeah.
You
That's
see
happening.
that every
Yeah.
year. High school football tomorrow night. Number 1 versus number 3 in the city. Both teams undefeated. The Stone Oak Super Bowl. Going to be a good time. Brought to you by Frost Bank and Hill Electric. Some sad news we haven't talked about yet today, but Cowboy legend Walt Garrison passed away, 79 years old.
I just remember his commercial. Just put a little pinch between my cheek and gums. Remember that commercial for Copenhagen?
I don't.
Yeah, really?
I don't.
Yeah, Walt Garrison did that. I think he made dipping snuff a thing back in the day. It was a popular. I just put a little pinch between my cheek and gum.
Mm-hmm.
That was Walt Garrison.
Oh, Walt Garrison.
Yeah. That's it. So Walt. That's sad.
He's a rodeo guy.
At 79. I mean, my goodness.
Had a good run.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think you say that though, but people over 50.
Well, I'm just saying 79. I mean,
Yeah.
That's not extremely
old.
Jerry Jones is going to be 81 tomorrow.
Well, I mean, as you get older, that 79 is, a little bit closer to you than most of us. So, I mean, you're not thinking it's that old.
79, it's like, this is kind of weird, but my grandfather and my father both died at 79.
It's kind of scary.
Well, it is. So, I kind of know where it's at.
Well, yeah, it is weird how there are people in families that do that.
Yeah.
You'll see, like my mother is that way. My mother, don't tell her I said this, but turned 78 this week.
Oh,
right?
wow.
But when she was 63, she was scared.
Oh,
because
yeah?
her mom died at 64.
Oh, wow.
Her sister died at 64. Her brother died at 64.
Yeah.
And then here she is at 78.
Just enjoy every day. That's all I can say.
That's it,
That's
man.
it. That's all you can do.
Live your life.
Live your life.
We're all at ages now that, last week I had a classmate that passed away.
Yeah.
Good friend of ours, Pledge and I, guy that we worked at the radio station in New Braunfels with. And I think Noah was in his 40s.
Oh, wow. See?
I mean, it's just like,
Yeah.
It's,
Just enjoy life.
Absolutely enjoy life, which is why every week we want to let you know what's on tap so you can get out and enjoy your weekends.
The Blitz wants you to know what's on tap. Presented by Sam's Burger Joint.
What's on Tap is brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint, online at samsburgerjoint.com, where you can go there, get your tickets, see their full schedule of what's coming up, and obviously the menu, because the food at Sam's, the burgers are fantastic. Noah Vaughn is out there tonight. Ian Moore on Friday night. Saturday night, Skyrocket. On Sunday, the War Hippies. And next Wednesday, Cowboy Mouth will be at Sam's Burger Joint. Yeah.
You know Cowboy Mouth?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, tonight, if you want to head out to Green Hall, it says it's sold out, but nothing's sold out. Clay Walker is out there tonight at the Aztec Theater. Is it Rina Sawayama?
I don't know what she does, but I saw them tweet a photo of her, and that might be worth the price of admission.
Okay, there you go. Hey, Shania Twain is at the Frost Bank Center tonight. How about that? And the Foo Fighters at ACL Live. You're not going to that?
I'm not.
I'm shocked.
Well, it's a live taping at ACL, which they are playing Saturday night at ACL. I saw them last week.
But you have to go to a wedding.
And Shania. Yeah, so I'm going to Kansas City. I am surprised that I'm not going to Shania tonight. It was totally my wife's call, and she was going to text me if she called John over at Awesome Tickets and got tickets and was going to.
So I guess you're off the hook?
I guess I'm off the hook.
Now, I mean, Shania Twain is another one, though, that, she's very attractive.
She is?
Yeah.
She is. Have you ever seen her in person?
No, I haven't.
She puts on a good show.
I'm sure.
I've seen her.
I've seen a documentary on her, and she's a very smart business person.
She is. Although last week at ACL, and I'm assuming a wig, but she had, like, red hair down to her knees.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it had to be, right?
Well, yeah, it was clearly a wig. But yeah.
She's got horses.
She did get on stage with the Foo Fighters, so we did see her sing a song. We did not get over to see her set at ACL because it was just too crowded, and literally she was on at the same time as Foo, which is stupid.
Yeah, that's
you have
very
two
stupid,
headliners with no staggering start time. That was dumb on the part of ACL.
I agree.
On Friday night at the Frost Bank Center, Spurs and Heat.
Yeah.
Obviously, ACL is going on weekend 2 at Kendrick Lamar Luminaires. They're kind of the headliners on Friday night at weekend 2 of ACL. Clay Hollis out at Flores Country Store. Los Lobos out at Green Hall. And Avenged Sevenfold at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater.
Nice. Now, Saturday night, of course, the big thing going on Saturday night is UTSA taking on UAB. First ever AAC Conference home game. That should be a lot of fun. Get your tickets out there. Go see them. Flores Country Store on Saturday night. Slade Coulter is there. Junior Browns at Green Hall on Saturday night. ACL Live Bonnie Raitt. Well, she was popular at one time. I guess she still is. Now, remember Bonnie Raitt?
Uh-huh. It's always cool when Joe recognizes a name.
All kinds of
from
stuff
his
happening at
childhood.
ACL 2023. Foo Fighters, Alanis Morissette, Tanya Tucker. She's out there as well. 30 Seconds to Mars. Wow.
Oh, they're good. You forgot the 1975s. They're kind of headlining. I saw Mount Joy out there
They're the
last week.
1975s are headlining over the Foo Fighters and Alanis Morissette.
Well, they're headlining. They're on one of the not the main stage. You know, there's
The
a variety.
1975s.
Well, I can tell you now, like Foo Fighters are on the main stage, the American Express stage.
Next
Tanya
on the
Tucker's
main
going to be on the T-Mobile stage. The Honda stage. We'll have the 1975s. Alanis Morissette.
Who the hell are the 1975s?
That's bad. They're big. Have you heard of Mount Joy? No. You know, they're also going to be on the American Express stage.
That's awesome.
You know, it's Mount Joy, Break, somebody else, Tanya Tucker, whoever on the T-Mobile. Alanis will be on the big stage, the main stage. The American Express 1975 will be down yonder on the Honda stage, which is too far to walk to if you've got good real estate for Dave Grohl and Foo Fighters.
Exactly. What are you going to do? You got to pick one.
You're so bad.
The 1975s.
Idiot.
I remember Bonnie Raitt.
Do you know who Kesha is?
Yes.
She's going to be the ACL Live on Monday.
How about that?
Can you name a Kesha song?
No.
All right.
Can you?
Probably.
Probably.
I met that chick one time.
Oh, yeah?
Blow.
All right.
I will tell you a quick Kesha story. Erica was little. She was opening up for Rihanna. We were backstage to meet Rihanna, and you met Kesha. Kesha needed to take a shower.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say. She looked dirty, and her body odor was brutal. That is a chick that needed a shower.
Now, did she just come off stage?
No, that was before her
That
show.
was before. Okay. Well, you know, why shower when you're going to go sweaty again?
What's on Tap brought to you by Sam's Burger Joint online at samsburgerjoint.com. You ready for your favorite part of the week?
Grilling with the Blitz, presented by Tri-County Meat Market.
We're judging meat.
Joe's favorite part of the week. Every Thursday morning, I wake up to text messages from Joe Reinagle of meat photos from sasportstar.com. The Grilling with the Blitz page. He's like, what do you think of this one? What do you think of that one? Here's the one I like.
We had a bunch of folks in there, as we always do, but a lot of people cooking out, grilling, but there's one that was just a little bit better than the others this week.
This week. Well, it's sometimes difficult to pick a winner, but looking at the variety of entries, game day grilling, Juan's got some steaks. He's got some shrimp, some sausage, and I don't know, some green stuff, probably asparagus.
Well, it's bacon wrapped asparagus up there.
Yeah.
But I like what he does because I do this with my steaks too. I'll put a pat of butter on there at the very end. I'll do that. So he did that. Looks good. And congratulations to Juan.
Juan, you win yourself a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market's Hebner Road location. We tell you every week, if you're doing any grilling this weekend, you know you're taking photos of it anyway. Upload them to sasportstar.com, the Grilling with the Blitz page, because every Thursday we judge meat and give away a $50 gift card to Tri-County Meat Market. I enjoy, and Joe does, appreciate when you tag us in Twitter or Instagram or whatever of your grilling photos, but that does not get you entered into the contest.
Does not.
That does not get you entered. Had some people say, oh, I tweeted you that. sasportstar.com to get entered.
Upload them there because that's where we go every Thursday morning
Where
to
you
judge
go?
your
Like
meat.
my
Meat big. Except, well, there was a lot of meat on that grill.
And
Pledge.
and that one. That's what it
Yeah,
takes. And
takes a lot of meat.
Quality and quantity. Certainly there. Extra innings with James Pledger coming up next. Right?
It is.
Are you working tonight?
Yeah, I'm working tonight.
All right.
I'll go ahead and, get you ready for Thursday night football. Chiefs Broncos.
Chiefs Broncos here on 94.1, brought to you by Flight by Yingling. Football Friday tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. And one thing we're doing tomorrow, real quick. You and I are going to be over on AM 550 KTSA.
We are. Yeah.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. It's something that as a radio station, we do every year, and this is the 15th year. It's a KTSA thing, but the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner, we do a radiothon where we'll raise over $100,000 tomorrow. You and I are on there at 11 a.m. tomorrow for an hour. I think Robin Rudy at noon, Trey Ware, Jack Riccardi,
all of them,
Sean
yeah.
Rhyme, everybody that's associated with KTSA. But you think about that Thanksgiving dinner and what it means in San Antonio and who all it serves. Tomorrow is a big day raising money. So, after Rob and Rudy, if you're tired of, dip over there, listen to us, on KTSA, because we're going to talk sports over there, not politics.
Well, we got to raise more money than Rob and Rudy. So just keep that in mind.
That's easy to do. But yeah, we've got to raise more than Rob and Rudy. So tomorrow at 11, tune in to 550 KTSA as we raise some money for Raul Jimenez's Thanksgiving dinner.
That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt about it. Hey, before I get out of here, I want to tell you about my friends at LaHood Norton Law Group. If you've been accused of a crime or maybe you think you're about to, you need a good legal team on your side to protect your innocence. And I tell you what, the LaHood Norton Law Group, there's nobody better. They're former prosecutors turned criminal defense attorneys, and they can help you stay a step ahead of your legal program. Not